Guys, let's go. Chase, are you ready for one hell of a show tonight?
Yes, sir.
That's right, my guy. We got Chase, retro gaming guy, back in the building, guys. Couldn't be more excited. I mean, Chase, we got a lot to talk about here. We're going to talk wrestling, guys. We're going to talk retro gaming for all y'all that are coming in from Chase's stream. And of course, we're going to talk about home arcade here because you are live and in the building with the Cornercade. And Chase, I am like 85-90% back. I believe I had COVID. Oh, and Chase just booked it. He's like, COVID, I'm out of here. I'm not touching anybody. I'm not even trying to get it digitally. We'll see if we can get Chase back. But while Chase leaves and comes back, we're going to go and say hello to the chat. Wait, he's back. Okay, Chase, I said the word COVID, and we can't hear you, buddy. So fix that. Fix that. Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Beautiful, beautiful.
Okay.
Turn it down just there. You go. Beautiful. Right. No, you're good. You're good. I think you just came
away
too
from
close.
it.
No, you're
Okay.
good. Yeah. No, okay. So I said the word COVID, and you just booked it. You're like, yeah, I'm out.
Didn't even.
No, I said I'm just recovering from COVID. I'm about 90%. So I got the energy. Hey, we had something. I'm telling you, my kids were sick. My wife was sick. I was down. We were like down for I want to say 10 days. I was gone for 2 weeks. It was bad, dude. It was bad.
Wow. Yeah, I knew. You mentioned that you were sick. I didn't get the confirmation of what it was or any of that stuff.
Well, it's dude. I've been through that before, so it's very very similar. I mean, it could be a pneumonia. I don't know what. I didn't go and get tested or anything. I just was laying there, and we all had high fevers. Temperatures were sweating. Speaking of sweating, speaking of sweating, it's about 85 degrees in my house because it's 95 outside, and my AC cannot keep up. There's gonna be some hot days, Chase, over here in Wisconsin. It's going to be rough because our AC just stinks. We're going to have to take the kids swimming. We're going to have to do something. We're going to have to get out of the house. Maybe go to a real arcade. How about that? You know, their AC probably stinks too. I don't know. So, guys, before we get started, I want to say, well, actually, before that, chat, I know we got a lot of retro gaming guy followers in here. So, Chase, you know, for those of you that don't know Chase, why don't you let everybody know who you are, what's your name real quick?
I'm Chase, the retro gaming guy.
Yo, the people's champ is here. Ready. Let's go. You should have seen. You should know this, my guy. You're the wrestling guy. Let's go. No, but go ahead and tell the people, give the people what they want. Let them know who you are.
Well, my name is. Waiting for it to hit again. Chase, the retro game. Chase, the retro gaming guy. So I do. I mean, I started with tutorial videos on emulation, and I've kind of gone more into like review stuff over the last 2 years now. So it's been I'm coming up on almost 4 years on YouTube. It's crazy. It doesn't feel like that long. Most days it doesn't feel like that long. Retro Rob's in here. Very nice.
Let's go.
And everybody else.
I
saw a bunch of familiar faces. J Rod, lots of people in here. Brian's in here.
Hell yeah! In chat, if you're new here, chat, we don't forget about you. You're the reason why we're here. So we're gonna say hi to each and every one of you. If you guys got questions, put them in the chat while Chase is going at and introducing himself.
Absolutely, yeah. So it's just been It's been crazy for I'm just trying to get adjusted. I was
No,
gone
you're
last
good.
week, so I'm like everything's not where I left it. I'm sure the kids have run through here a million times while I was away. So yeah, I'm still making adjustments. But yeah, it's crazy. It doesn't feel like 4 years, man. How long you been doing YouTube now?
Well, just over a year, I believe.
Okay, very
As
nice.
far as like doing the live shows and stuff like that, I might have
Sure.
had like a YouTube account, but I never really like did anything on
Yeah, yeah,
it,
yeah.
or
I
maybe I
gotcha.
posted a short here and there, but it wasn't
Right, right.
anything to this degree.
Yeah.
So just a little over a year, and guys, the channel has grown so much. I mean, Chase, it's insane. I mean, congratulations on recently getting over 100K. You got your plaque.
I
Just go pull
got
that
it.
out the
Yeah.
wall and show it off. Yeah, there it is. You look
We can
right
do
at it.
that. We can do that. Yeah. Can I pull
You
the
got a
camera?
plaque. That's
I'll
awesome. I
grab it.
mean,
I'll grab
yeah,
it.
you grab it while I mean, one day maybe the Cornercade will have a plaque in the background, and we can do the Let's Go together. But congratulations to Chase on that one. That was a recent
All right. I've never
achievement and
shown this.
accomplishment.
Yeah.
Let's
So
go, dude.
I got it. Yeah. It's here.
You need to get like
Uh,
a world championship like YouTube belt.
I
So
know,
the
right?
the YouTube logo is there. You got the world title. That would I mean that's fitting, right?
I
Like,
know,
and then
right?
have your
It would
nameplate in
be.
it.
It would be.
That would be
Yeah, everybody
dope. That
tells
would
me
be dope.
you gotta put that up so everybody can see it. But yeah, I got the arcades behind me. So I'm gonna have to like pivot everything. So you got the arcades on one side, and then I've got a pretty sweet setup over here too. I actually used to have that as my backdrop, but yeah, I don't know. I got too much going on in here. So I'm gonna have to put it up somewhere to display it. But
Yeah, I mean, you could.
hopefully I'll get another one someday. So then I'll have to have two.
Yeah, there you
That's the
go.
goal. That's the goal.
You could probably rest it on T2, like right where the screen is, maybe just
That
kind of
is
have it
true.
chilling
That
there.
is true.
Or raise the camera up just a little bit, and maybe you can kind of fit it
Yeah,
in the
I got
background
so
there.
much junk up there, but
Possibilities. You gotta. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
I got so
That's to
much
be
stuff.
expected.
Yep.
Yeah, so okay, so long and short, so yeah, you were doing your thing with several wrestlers, which is great. We'll get to that, don't worry.
Sure.
I've been out sick, but now we're both back in the building. I said, Chase, we got to do a show together. We got to do something cool, and we got to bring it live because I'm excited now. Restream was just a disaster with me, but now I got this new program that can do new and exciting fun things, such as we got sound effects in the building, guys.
And again, you're teaching me new things too, because I've been on StreamYard now for almost a year, and I don't know any of this stuff. So I'm always learning
After
from you. Even when you're on the new platform, you're still ahead of
I'm
me.
still teaching. After the show, we'll divulge, man, because you got to teach me. So I'll show you how to do that. I'll give you the whole soundboard. We'll have some fun with that.
Sweet.
Yeah, and we even got this one for you guys that are new here. We always say "Let's go," but now we got a sounder for the "Let's go." I mean, it doesn't get any much better than that. Okay, so chat, I'm going to go ahead and scroll all the way up front. We got 30 people in the house, guys. If you haven't, please just hit the minimization button and give this video a like. Really does help support the channel and takes it to a far range that we get new people all the time coming in, which is great. We got to grow the channel. That's how we become in Chase's shoes with a plaque. And that's how we get the word out and have some fun. The more people, more better, more fun. That's what I always say. So let me scroll all the way at the top. We had some pregame talk, which is great. I was talking to Chase. I'm like, yo, we got like 17 people in here. This is awesome.
I know. I was doing a live stream. I wanted to make sure I had my mic set up right. Not that it didn't crap out on me, but I had to make sure I was in the right place. So I was like, let me jump onto my thing live. And you're texting me. You're like, dude, where are you? It's like I just jumped on mine real quick.
Yeah, it's like, well, I'm like zoned in, like making sure everything's set up, and we have like 4 minutes to go. I'm like, he's probably running a little late, but I'm like, dude, where are you? Let's go. Thumper Squid is here. He's been popping in and out a bunch of streams. There's a bunch of people streaming tonight. Hello, wonderful gamers. LFG, let's go. That's right, man. Let's do this. We got Luminous Sage. That's a new name. Came from RGG. Can't wait for some fun time. Dude, strap it up, kids. You ain't seen nothing yet. Let's go, man. J-Rod is like the #1 draft pick that came over. Like, he went from Raw to SmackDown, and he came over here, and he has been an instant contributor. Every day this man is in the chat, getting loud, getting hyped, and so blessed that he found the channel. That's what we talk about, like giving the video a like co-collaborating. Like, there are people out there that haven't discovered Chase, that haven't discovered me, and they're like, I've been missing this for years. This is insanity. So we want to spread the word.
YouTube. Yeah,
it's a huge world out there. It's a huge world in general. Let's see what we got here. We got Bill Gross.
What's going on, Bill?
In the house. What's up? Thank you, man, for stopping by.
Good dude.
Awesome. Yes, we want those good people. We're pretty positive around here.
Yeah, I'm familiar with almost all these names.
This isn't a hate channel. We're pretty hyped and just excited to talk about Home Arcade, and now a little bit of wrestling we'll sprinkle in there. We got Cal King giving the old wave. Thank you for stopping by, man. Brian is here as well.
Brian, another regular.
Yeah,
I love
That's a familiar face. I've seen him before.
I'm missing everybody. It feels weird when you miss a week. So when was the last time you went live?
Oh man, well, it was a few days ago actually. So
Okay.
I think
So you've been
actually
live
yes.
since you were sick.
Oh yeah. I
Okay,
had to
good.
jump on it because I was like, well, let me see, let me give it a
I've been
shot.
out of it, so I haven't seen anything on YouTube in like the last, I'd say 10 days or so. It's
Hey,
crazy.
sometimes it's good to just disconnect.
Yeah,
Just need a
yeah.
break. I need a break. Julio Hernandez is
Yeah.
one of our moderators. Thank you, man, for always being here and holding down the fort, keeping everything civil. We got Jim the Pacers fan real quick sliding in. Hey everyone, hey Chase.
What's going on,
Uh,
Jim?
Gil Garcia, that's a new name. Hi everyone, thank you for stopping by.
I know Gil. Yep.
Another new name is Luz Cannon. Luz
Loves
Cannon.
Cannon.
What's up, everybody? We got Jason the Alien, one of the best moderators on YouTube. He's here
Love it.
in the building.
What's
Thank you
going
so
on,
much, man, for
Jason?
being here. Yes. Let's see what else we got. Of course, Retro Rob. We give it a shout out to him. Thank you, man, for stopping by. We got Fret Burner in the house. Let's go. The real MoFlo is here. Good to see the Heart Foundation. Look like y'all could be brothers. When Chase when he got his facial hair, it's really like
I
it
know.
was
I
weird
just shaved.
when
I'm back to looking 9.
yeah, when I was doing the thumbnail, I was looking at that. I was like, dude, we look like eerily similar. It's kind of
I know,
weird.
right?
I didn't even
I
realize.
know. It's true.
I don't know if we'd be the Hart Foundation. I love, Bret Hart's my favorite Canadian wrestler. Probably him
Very
and Chris
nice.
Jericho. I mean,
I was gonna say Jericho for
it's
me,
par
yeah.
for the course, right? But I don't know. Maybe it's like NWO. You get that RGG shirt, the NWO. You should make a Hart Foundation one, like
There you go.
RGG. That would be cool with like the pink heart. That'd be pretty dope.
I'm sure Joe's listening. He's on it right now.
yes, that would be dope. Terry B is in the house. Let's go. That's right. Rich Dello is in the building. What's going on, man? Thank you for stopping by. Let's see what else we got. I think we're catching up here. Let's see. Yes, Julio Hernandez is 100% right. Everyone new to the Corner Cave, please subscribe. And those new to Retro Gaming Guy, please subscribe. So
Much
let's do a little
appreciated.
co-collaboration for sure.
There you
Click
go.
that link, guys. It's in there, ready to roll. Oh, wow. We got Steps Gaming in the house. Let's go. That's right. Let's go. Thank you for stopping by as well. Retro Randy. Hey, Corner Kid. I didn't realize until today that I have not subscribed to your channel. This is what I'm talking about. It's okay. See,
They say it takes multiple visits to actually hit subscribe. So that makes sense.
And hey, I'm relying on you. You're the veteran. You got the plaque. So like you should know. I'm a rookie here. I'm a rookie on this scene. So I'm still learning just like you, man. It's always so crazy when I teach you things. It's like,
yeah,
that's insane. I'll take it. You're always learning.
For sure.
I always tell people
you gotta be open to learning.
Exactly. No matter how old you get, you always got to keep learning, man. Dirty Harry is in the building, and the Joe Cade is here. His presence felt. We're making the Heart Foundation as I write this. That's great. We got to get some like Corner Cade stuff too. I would love to see that. I kind of like nudged Ezekiel. He's my guy. I'm like, can I get a Corner Cade hat? Like, please. Like, I just want to get one. So we'll see if that happens.
Sweet.
Yes, Brian, 100%. People just window shop you before you subscribe to your channel. It's
it takes a real a solid nudge, I think, to get people to actually hit what should be a simple click. But I'm picky with that too. Or not even picky. I'm just like I don't hit subscribe easily either because I don't know. I feel like whatever I hit subscribe to, it's always like I lose every time I do it. I lose some of the other people that I follow. Like they go further down on my list. So it's kind of weird, but.
And for me, it's got to be like home arcade. Like that's kind of what I've been entrenched with. Sure. So like if you speak on your channel about home arcade a lot, and I find it entertaining, I'm gonna subscribe. Like because I want to be in the know, and I want to hear what other people's thoughts and opinions are. So
sure, makes sense.
It goes the wrong way, yeah. So it's damn straight. Let's go, dude. Mike Hawker's here. He's another moderator. Thank you so much for stopping by. Now, Chase, you got to get this name. You got to get this name right. You don't want to make a slip with that. It's Mike Hawk.
Easy setup there.
That's an easy. I
picked up on that one quick. Yeah.
Provolone Joe. I love that name, dude. It's so Italian. So Italian. Thank you for stopping by, my guy. All right, guys. You are look at and Joe. He's like, hey, I subscribed to everything. That's right. Let's go.
There you go.
I mean, Chase, where do you want to start? I mean, we got a couple topics here.
Your show, and I'm over here with my mouse, like clicking on comments on the side, and I forget that I'm not hosting this one today. So I can sit back, I can put my hands in my hoodie and just wait for the questions.
I would love to give you privileges to do that. How do I do that?
Because now before when I was on, you were on the other platform, so it was like I didn't know anything, but now I'm familiar with the setup. So I'm like, let me bring this one up. Oh wait, it's not my channel. I love it though. I love to be able to just sit in the passenger seat for once.
Yeah, you and me both, dude. For you guys that are new to the channel too, like we talk about everything. Like the channel preference is like our home arcade brought to you guys. So we want to show you everything that we do: modding, new cabs, unboxings, news, notes, everything. And guys, we always want to see your home arcade. So all you gotta do is send it into the cornercade@gmail.com and we will show off your mods projects, your home
That's
arcades, your game rooms. We love to show them off because I'm always curious to see what other people are doing with their setups. And it's really, really cool. So just as a little in-house news and notes and preferences. So you guys that are new, send in your stuff and we love to see it. Okay. So let's make this easy real quick. Okay. So we got two new cabs that came out from Arcade 1UP, Chase. And we're gonna get your thoughts and opinions on them because everybody's already seen mine. I've done we got better than that, dude. We got video. We got video for you. So hold on, let me share. Let me present. Let's see here. We got to do this, and then we're gonna do that, and boom. And hopefully we don't look crazy. We'll keep this.
Oh, it's the dual. It's the dual one.
Yep. This is the multi-cade of madness. This is an XL cab, Chase. Are you familiar with the XL line at all?
I am.
Okay. So, what are your initial thoughts about this? Do you have a Costco membership? Have you gone and seen it in person? Have you watched my video? Have you got all the insight?
I've seen your video on it. Yeah.
Okay.
I've seen your video, but I haven't. I don't have one. I feel like 45 minutes to like the nearest Costco, so it's not in my like routine. It's not where I go. You know, when I heard about this, I was like, oh, it's going to be such a mistake. It's going to look terrible. I don't hate it. I mean, it's a little bit, I don't know, a little bit awkward, I suppose, but it's really not that bad. Like, I like the way that we have the golf ball there integrated in with Paperboy. Yeah, I don't know. I don't hate it. I don't hate it.
I think the biggest thing, so what I've learned from my time at Costco, and I just got a Costco membership so I can see these products and stuff.
Okay.
What I've kind of learned with my time there is that these are so targeted to the casual, just very casual person.
Sure.
So somebody comes up and they see Golden Tee and they remember that from the arcade, or hey, look, that'd be good for dad, or hey, we should get this for mom, or whatever the case. But we should put this in our game room. And it's just so basic, bare bones, casual people. Not like, oh, like I never, when I was there, you know, because I was there for about an hour a piece or whatever for both of these things. I never heard once, well, that's not accurate art. Or oh, the controls are terrible. Like it is literally like an instantaneous buy. Let's go check this thing out and do it now.
Yeah, it's a cool control deck. I like that too.
I like the colors. This reminds me of a Silver Strike Golden Tee collab cab, which that's what I wish this would be. That would be incredible. But for this guy, it's like it's not bad, but it's not good. And if you're just a casual, you guys in the chat, anybody watching, you guys will love this. Now, I don't know if $5.99 love, but you know, if you wait for a sale, because Costco brings these things in like a month or two, they're out. They start to discount these things hard. They just want to get them out there. So if you'll kind of wait and you're patient, I mean, Arcade 1UP produced 13,000 of these. So I think you're going to have enough to go around. Yeah. And that's talking about Pac-Man, like that, like Pac-Man number. So it's a lot for what that is. So, long and short, you know, like here, there's a problem right here. Your hand is falling off the control panel for the 2-player. So it's button placement
on the right.
Greatest. Yeah.
The red button's not blue. You can't do blue on blue. Come on.
Come on. Let's go. Learn your lesson, Arcade 1UP. But that's no.
It's not bad with the light. When you have it lit up, then it's not.
I'm sure when the lights are out, because you know,
right. And if it was in your house, it would look perfectly fine. Yeah.
Yeah. And I think being an 8-way stick, it really hinders your ability to play a game like Sinistar. Where you can only shoot. And now, if you're a casual, you're probably not gonna know. But even when you're playing as a casual, you're just like, I can't shoot. Like I gotta. It's almost impossible, to say the least. Like it's just not enjoyable at the end of the day. And I'm not one to critique, and I'm not a hardcore gamer, but I'm just like, hey, if you got a game, you got to be able to play it. And much like you'd see Paperboy on here without having handlebars, it's very difficult to play Paperboy with a trackball. Now you can use a joystick as well, but that doesn't really help either. So the fact that like there are these games on here, it kind of takes some of the games away where it's like they're kind of virtually impossible to play, where it's like I wouldn't even really enjoy myself playing that. Defender is another one. The button control is just all over the place. You're using 2 joysticks. You almost need like 2 people to play it. at the end of the day. And it's just not an enjoyable experience. Now, there are games that are really good. The Golden Tee games play great. The bowling plays great.
And how many Golden Tee games are on here? Is it 3?
No, you get like the full suite of it. So you get Golden Tee 99 to Golden Tee 3D Golf. So I think it's like 6 or 7 or 8.
Oh,
but they're all they're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. 6. So you get all of those, but they all kind of play similarly. Look at that handsome fella. Look at that. Let's go.
You got bowling on there too, right?
Yeah, 100%. That's a fun game to play.
Yeah, that's good to play with the trackball.
My kind of ideal was this. I was like, dude, if this could drop to $2.99 and I could like reskin this into like a Sinistar, that might be kind of cool to have like
it would make for a pretty sweet mod, and that that's what I like to do with these things too.
And yeah, so you putting a pie in here is cool.
Yeah, but you don't have room to make more buttons. That's the thing.
But there are modding companies that can rearrange this control deck, like Greg over at 99 Lives, and that's where he can say, "Hey, look, let's take out let's say you don't want to do the light up buttons, right? Get that out of here. We'll put IL buttons in there or something, right?
Sure.
You can then move all this stuff around and really shift things. But the cool thing is now you have the hardware. So you got a trackball, you got the joysticks where you could do other stuff, where you could have a slew of games on this thing. I think the better collab would have been Atari games with the trackball, because if you can put 3 buttons across from the trackball, 3 and 3 on each side, that's how their Centipede cab is set up, where then you can play all those games perfectly normal. And here's like me trying to play you can't hit anybody. Look at this. I'm not hitting anybody. I hit one guy there, and then I get annihilated. Yeah. Yep. And that's where it's like, that's not how I used to play this. Like I played this at the arcade. Look at it. It's impossible. You literally can't hit anybody.
Yeah, not well thought out.
But it was one that was like, hey, let's just slap it on and see what happens, and let's keep the ship moving. But bowling plays great.
Well, $5.99 is not a keep the shit moving price point, though. I mean, if it was like you said, $2.99, that would be a pretty sweet. That would be a no brainer. But $5.99, I don't know. For 2 buttons too, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I think for $2.99, this is kind of more of that all right, let me just try it out. Let me see, or let me mod it into something.
$2.99 for the frame, it's worth it if you're going to mod it. I mean,
yeah, and that's the thing too, because you're buying the shell. You get a 19, so it's a 19-inch BOE monitor in this. Normal arcade one-ups come with a 17-inch, so you do have that to look forward to, and then obviously the extra added controls and whatnot. And you can obviously slip in and slide in a different marquee.
Sure.
I don't know. Would you? So you're not picking this up? Is you giving this
not at $5.99? Not at $5.99. Yeah, no. I don't mind the layout of it though. It's definitely pretty cool. I like the control deck. It's just, yeah, if I can't easily mod, like you said, I can get somebody to make me a brand new control deck, but at what price point? If we're getting this at $5.99, I got to pay somebody to custom make an arcade control deck for me. Yeah, it's going to be too much. I can just get something that's older off of
it's
OfferUp or something.
Yeah, it's a harder pill to swallow. Like what we're doing with our Shinku Hadouken cab and our KI cab, we're merging them together.
Mm-hmm.
So if you look at it, it's like it gets pricey because you're buying all this additional stuff. Plus, you have to take the fact that you bought the cab and then minus the fact that you're not going to sell it, and now you're stuck with this. But for KI, it's near and dear to me, so it's worth it.
Yeah,
but I don't know if this would be near and dear to anybody else. But
yeah, if it didn't have the trackball, and I like the fact that it has the trackball in a lot of trackball games. If it didn't have that, then for modding, it would be an attractive layout, because you would have that much more space to add buttons and to do stuff. But that trackball being dead center, there's not much you can do with it.
Yeah, let's see what the chat has to say here. Not easily, yeah. Cal King says $5.99. Oof, I don't know about that. And you can get this online, guys, too. So this is recently, you don't have to go to a Costco to get this. You can actually, it was just recently posted online that you can order this now. It's gonna be $30 more because you don't have that Costco. You don't need the Costco membership to shop online.
Right.
So it's gonna be a little bit more because of that.
They do free shipping or is there shipping on
so? I think it's free shipping. Yeah, that's from what I was here. Yeah, and Retro Rob brings up a good point. I don't like the game logos at the bottom. Looks like a NASCAR. I kind of said, as you saw the front control panel, like that Arcade Classics logo, I was hoping that they would do something on the side art like that to make it look kind of cool. Like just put a little bit more effort into it instead of just a lazy ROM dump, as you're familiar with, just ROM dumping the logos on there.
Yeah,
it was just lazy at the end of the day. It's like, dude,
yeah, no,
you spend a little bit to design something.
It does look like just like a NASCAR,
And they're gonna do that
scale advertising.
for the next product that we will show you. But let's see. Okay, so here, great question. Here we answered that. Julio Hernandez says, Danny, can you order this cap without a membership online? Is availability? Yes, and yes. So you do both of those as well. Let's see. Joe says, I live about 30 minutes from Arcade 1UP, and none of our Costco's or Walmarts ever have any stuff there. So wait, you live by like the headquarters, or let me know in the chat, buddy. Let me know. And yes, we got Rainwater here is in the building. My Costco coverage would only be on 2 film sightings of the salmon risotto, though. You know what I should have done? Missed opportunity. I should have, like, at the end of the video, like, gotten a hot dog and a slice of pizza, like, while I was there. I feel like that was kind of like the obvious, right? That's what you do when you're at Costco.
That's right. Isn't that like a trend now on YouTube too? Like there's like a Costco. I don't know if it's a sound or something in the shorts, but there's something trending with Costco these days.
There's always stuff like that's trending. Yeah, it's like, hey, let's go there to get the pizza or to rate it against like other things.
That's what it was. Yeah.
There's a lot of people that do videos like top 10 items to buy at Costco, and they do so well. It's like, dude, just go to Costco and you can see for yourself. Like, you don't need a video telling you that. I don't know. People love that stuff though. Let's see here. Mike Hawker says either a new XL deck or third-party adapter will allow you to swap in a Gen 1 or legacy panels into the XL smoothly, which again, we're talking modding. So you can have a lot of cool stuff at the end of the day, a lot of cool options that you can do to make that into like maybe just a better multi-cade than what you kind of are going to get from Arcade 1UP.
True.
Here we go. Casual gamer right here. So I'm a casual gamer. So I would have been excited to get this cabinet if I could, but since my house is so small, you can't fit it in here. The XL is a little bit bigger than the Deluxe. I want to say it's about 64 inches high, 63, 64 inches high. So it's nothing like too crazy for this one. It's about the height of your Terminator. So if you want to think that, that's what kind of like the realm is. And it's not too fat. It kind of fits in decently with your 3/4 scale, but I would definitely go 3/4 scale route. Like there is, like behind me, you can see it right here. There's an Arcade 1UP 3/4 scale Golden Tee where it just says Golden Tee games and the bowling and then the shuffle shot. Probably rather just go that route because it is a little bit smaller and the controls are just true to what those games are. So yeah, Brooklyn Menace is in the house. Thank you so much, man, for stopping by. Look at Damien. This cab sickens me. It's awful. I can't take it. Fatality. That's got lit up in flames, man. It sickens me. Steps Gaming says, I'm not sure Costco will even carry anything other than NBA Pac-Man, stuff like that. So this Chase is a good point here.
Yeah.
When I was there, you want to talk about the casuals and stuff like that. I would even go as far as Arcade 1UP is only going to carry like Pac-Man there. It's going to be like Miss Pac-Man, Class of 81, and then it's going to be Pac-Man like regular, and that is like it. Like maybe an NBA Jam coming through, like very light casual things. Nothing hardcore. And they said no to, so Chase, the parent release was supposed to be Star Wars Atari XL, and that's what Arcade 1UP made a prototype. They went down to meet with people at Costco, and they just said, no, we just want something with better graphics. And it's just very interesting because, I mean, Star Wars, everything Star Wars sells, so it was a very interesting opinion. We'll see the proof of the pudding. If the sales come through and they sell out everything, maybe they were right. Sure. But it's just, they're not, if you're an XL fan, you're not going to get anything like that hardcore title that you want. Just, there's no chance. Yeah, and Julio Hernandez said, man, to think that this could have been like an MKXL, like that would everybody would have been in on that. But again,
for sure, yeah, that would be a big one.
And that's like a casual title, but I just don't see like kids coming up to this thing, like, because there was a lot of kids, a lot of families. Like Costco is literally like the mecca of casual people that go through that. It's insane. Like you guys don't know unless you actually go to a Costco. It is insane. Where's Django has a question. You want to read this out loud, buddy?
How many times a week does he message you saying, let's go? It's got to be over 10. You know what? I think it was over 10 today alone.
Perfect. Combo breaker.
That is very true.
Hey, that's the risk you take. That's right. You take. Man, I'm sorry.
I knew what I was in for.
Yeah, exactly. You knew what you get up or you get out the way, kids. That's my motto. Dr. Z says, I wonder if anyone else has records or videos. For example, is there a dill pickle channel that films large jars of pickles? 100%. Like, come on,
I'm sure.
There's all those Costco deal channels and whatnot that always do that kind of stuff. That sucks for Luminous Sage. I live near a Costco. I've never seen any arcade 1-ups there.
Must not be everywhere. Yeah. I only have one Costco, I think, in my state, or one in the like drivable distance. But even that's like it would be way far out of the way.
I know East to West Coast, so we're in the Midwest. West Coast is going to get theirs a little bit later, so East Coast gets it right out of the gate because the docks are coming right from there, from the ports. So it takes time to kind of come through. Let's see here. Fred Burner has a question. Says, I really hope that the Arcade Classics panel can be flipped with the other side being black. They don't do that, unfortunately. I know what you're talking about, but you can always vinyl it black. So before you put that piece in, you can vinyl black. Because we saw somebody, Chase, do that in the community. They put it on Facebook. Yeah. It actually looks pretty dope, actually, because it looks just like less is more sometimes. You know, like this, not going crazy with things. Less is more. Oh yeah, Terry B, that's the guy, the deals guy who used to do the infomercials. Like, remember that deals guy? Yeah. I showed you him. He did like the Amazon deals. He got like 4 million views off of it in the first 10 minutes. I'm like, that guy's insane. Like, he's just saying like, this is I should start doing that, honestly. Like, here's the Amazon deals, and he's literally just clicking through his browser, not doing anything special. He's like, AirPods, $10 off.
I did that for, what was the last sale? Just like because they had a lot of mini PCs, I did that, and I mean, got a lot of views. I was surprised. I thought it was just gonna be me watching it, but
it is kind of crazy if you think about it. I mean, people watch people eating in the car, for crying out loud. There was this one channel, this kid, he just actually got a plaque, and it came through my feed. He had like 23,000 subscribers. A couple weeks later, he's over 100,000. He's just eating in the car. He's dipping Raising Cane's in the cup. My God, I don't want to say you're not talented because clearly you're doing something right, but you're not hosting a show here. Like, you're dipping. I can dip chicken in a cup all day. Cal King says,
there's a side hustle channel for you.
Yeah, that's gonna be called Side Hustle. It's gonna be called Side Hustle. Cal King, it's 20 games come with this one. 20 games. Now, I don't know if they're 20 playable games, but 20 games come in through, and they are ready to go.
It's like with the emulation plug and play stuff. It's like whether it's a good experience or not, this is what you're getting. So to some people, it's it's value and it's volume. So.
Yeah, I don't know.
And that's marketing approach is best for you.
We really should, Chase, and I know Joe's in here. I think we should collab on a LFG like NWO style shirt. Like, I don't want to be. Yeah, I think what you could do is you could go retro gaming guy on one sleeve, Cornercade on the other, and then just the LFG with like the NWO logo. I think it's all coming together. Like, am I wrong? Am I too far off here? I think we should really do that. That would be cool. Yeah,
I'm game.
I mean, that's always that's got to be a fun shirt for sure. Let's see here. Wait. There's something with this Gloria talk. Remember that? The cucumbers and the plants and the Gloria and it's coming over here now. Let's go.
Sorry. I was just taking a picture of it over here and sending it over to Joe.
What is it? Am I missing something?
There's a lot of glorious stuff going on over here.
That's so funny. James in the building. I think he was on the wrong account. Then he flipped over to his James Hates Everything, and then there we go.
There you go. Okay.
James, are you subbed to both? Are both channels subbed to the Cornercade? I know one is, but is the other one? That would be dope.
There you go.
Look at not Gloria. There you go. You gotta look at.
Which vegetable is your favorite to consume? Oh, I'm not a veggie guy, so I'm gonna let everybody down with that one.
I think mushrooms. I love mushrooms. If we're gonna ask me, I know we're just asking you, but I'm just saying
she's gonna spin that in a interesting way for you.
Hey, good onion, good sauteed onion mushroom, and I'm not talking about eggplants or carrots or cucumbers or anything like that. But we're talking. Yeah, see, mushroom, can't really go wrong with that. Red bell pepper, green bell pepper, get a nice fajita saute going. Woohoo! What about fruits? I know vegetables. You're not really a big guy. What about fruits though?
Oh man. The fruit that I eat the most, I don't want to say because she's going to really enjoy that one. Well, I'll say an apple. I feel like that's safe.
That's safe.
Yeah.
I love pineapple.
Banana's not safe.
No,
pineapple.
Strawberry. Yeah. Peach. Good peach.
Peach is good. Peach is good.
Yeah, let's go. All right, hold on. Mike Hawker's got an emulation question. Take it away.
Oh, those N64 games running on the WrestleMania cab are fire. That's what Arcade 1-Up should be doing. That would be pretty cool. A crossover like that, the WWF and WCW and 64 games would outsell WrestleFest 10-1. I mean, at this point, WrestleFest would be a huge hit for them. But here's my idea, right? So work a deal with WWE because they're probably wanting a fortune for WrestleFest and all that. If they even hold the rights to them, I'm not sure who does. But WrestleFest, WrestleMania, and Superstars, make it a 3-in-1 WWF cabinet. That would be insane. Because none of those games are anywhere except from people like me that are emulating them. There's no official way to play those.
No, there's not. And that's what people like that officially licensed. Like
it would be their best seller by far if you bundled those three together.
Chase, we're at the point where they can come out with anything in a deluxe form factor, and the whole arcade community is going to break. Like you're going to cover it on your channel. It's going to be madness. We're at that point now. Now, twofold here. I wanted to do that design, the 3 games for our WrestleMania build cabinet, which we're getting closer and closer to completing. But I think we're just going to add a little bit more onto that. Just like, we'll see when we come to that bridge. But I want to thank you for sending me a mini PC because now I get to play those games on my TV.
Right. Yeah, they're all
so much fun.
All on there.
I just got to get that. I still got to get that 8-bit. I still got to get that controller. I still got to get that.
Oh, you still got to get it?
Too. Yeah, too. Well,
yeah, it'll make everything easier. It'll make it easier.
100%. Because I'm kind of just ghetto shifting a plugin, and every time I'm using the Xbox controller, I got to turn the system off and turn it back on to get out of that game.
Right,
it's a nightmare. And I was trying to play. I was trying to play GoldenEye 007 N64.
Oh yeah.
Good luck. It's impossissible.
That's tough with emulation because you could get a like on Amazon, you can get an N64 USB controller. And then you can map it to exactly what it's supposed to be. That's really the only way to play it. There's a handful of N64 games that just don't emulate well because of the controller layout. That's one of them. That's a tough one.
Dude, we got Buck Wee in the house. Hey guys, I'm new to the channel. I was referred by a friend to check out this amazing channel. Let's go.
Awesome.
Let's go. Wait, hold on. Wait. I feel like we have something for that.
Perfect.
There you go. You need the combo deal. There you go.
Yeah. Wait. Here we go.
Combo breaker.
Okay. Here we're gonna show. So that was the first Costco product. Okay, we got another one coming in hot for all y'all that don't know. We got 2 Costco products right now. This is what the home arcade community is talking about. Chase, have you seen this one at all?
I don't think I have. Oh, the Galaga.
Hold on. Oh. Wait. Don't assume. Just wait. Wait. Now, what is this? Oh, it's showing on the other side, of course.
Okay.
Now, what is this? This is actually a pub table from Arcade 1-Up. So this is their second integration of a pub table, and there's a ROM dump right there in front.
Dig Dug on there. Sweet.
There's all your games for anybody that's keeping score at home here. So this is their second integration of a pub table. And Arcade 1-Up, Chase, are you familiar with the Atari pub table? Their first attempt at that? Okay.
Yep.
So they've made some improvement with
it's a sharp control deck. I like that.
Yeah, it's nice. There's cup holders now, which are cool.
Yeah.
There's a play guard surface on top, which is dope. For some reason, our Costco removed the plastic deck protector here for some reason.
I was just going to ask that. Is that left off intentionally? Okay.
No, in Arcade 1-Up has been doing this intentionally. So like on here, you can see that this is the play guard surface because it does pop. Like all those graphics are like touch. You can just feel it pop. But I don't know why they took those plastic things off. Some people just they don't know what they're doing when they're building these things. But so that was left off by accident. But the cup holders are there. They light up, which is awesome. You can turn them on, turn them off. And you can also light up the control panel. So underneath that little piece of wood right here that we're looking at, there's a little light up bar that you can do different colors on with it too. Something like this. Like, are you and the missus gonna play against each other? Would this be something that like, hey, it
would be me playing against myself, but I mean, I like it. So how many players on here?
So 2 players. It'll flip flop.
Molding was pretty shoddy. I will say that.
Yeah. Well, that's Arcade 1-Up, but I will say that there's actual team molding on here, which is pretty cool.
Okay. All right.
It's kind of a jump up for Arcade 1-Up. They kind of randomly included like Simpsons for some reason had real team molding on it, like their 4-player control panel. They've been kind of shoddy and just kind of testing with real team molding. But they brought it back to this
cup holder too.
Yeah, those would be really cool. I think in a darkened game room, I think this could really pop and it could really be cool. You'll see here that the little light bar that lights up underneath the control panel. But Yeah, I think the real T-molding on the side gives it like a more premium feel,
That's
premium
cool.
touch.
I mean,
If you bang into it, you can see clearly the difference between trim tape and then the T-molding up
right,
top.
for sure.
So that's nice. And then it's got, the included games on here. I think the biggest draw is going to be playing that Galaga like against each other. So like you go, then I go, then we swap in, swap out, and then playing that Miss Pac-Man. Taking turns, score chasing. I think because the screen like flips.
Yeah.
So that's really cool.
So what's the price point?
Price point's $4.99. Let me get through these commercials here.
Yep.
Price point's $4.99. But would you see yourself getting that at that price, or would you see yourself getting this more like a sale price?
Sale price for sure. But I mean, I don't think it's outrageous if that's what you're looking for. For me, it's not games that I would personally gravitate towards for that sort of setup.
Yeah.
But it's cool. I like it. I think it's definitely cool for the right person. I'm just not that right person for this one.
Joe likes it.
Joe likes everything from this era. Joe's in 100%.
Joe's in. Joe's going to Costco tomorrow. He's picking this up.
So he's actually building a Shedcade now. So he's putting like a shed in his backyard, and he's going to have all his A1-ups in there. And I think he's probably going to have, he hasn't said this, but I think he knows that there's probably going to be enough room for some additional ones too. So yeah, he might be grabbing that one. I don't know.
That's dope. You got to send that into the Corner Cave, man. We got to check that out. We got to check that out for sure.
Yeah, I think he's going to have it done in like a week or two. So that'll be really cool.
Oh,
and he's going to be doing the live streams from there. Yeah.
Okay, Joe. Turnaround time was unbelievable.
He's got like the foundation or whatever done. So he's ready to start. I think this week.
Not the Heart Foundation, but the Core Foundation, right?
Core Foundation. There you go.
Steve Retro Gaming says Costco told us that the pub table will be here in Washington State this Tuesday. I've been calling them for 2 weeks. Yeah, they're slow rollout. There was a delay for this one for some reason. It was stuck at the ports. Something happened. They couldn't dock or anything. I don't know what the logistics are to this.
Yeah.
But it's starting to make its way through. And I called ahead. You got to call ahead to see if it's in there. And then so yeah, like Jim says, Maine doesn't have a Costco, unfortunately, so he can't. But this one you can get online too, guys. So you don't gotta wait till it comes to the store. Right. We got $30 more, but you can get it online. And if you have a membership, you're not paying that $30 more. So to my knowledge, so you can just order it online, and you'll get it in a couple days for sure.
It's a nice design. I like it.
It is definitely something cool. Brian said, "Do you remember Pizza Hut cocktail tables?" This is kind of like reminiscent to that.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah, I remember the Pizza Hut buffets. That's what we're missing out. Games like this, like that's where it was at. So Chase, you'll see here, like we're playing here, we'll kind of die intentionally, and then it'll flip onto the other side here, and then that's kind of how it works, which is really cool. So
yeah, that's a pretty sweet setup there.
And then you can kind of play against each other. That I kind of like that. I kind of like that. And it's a little bit different from playing on a 3/4 scale with the right screen slant to looking straight down. That's definitely a little bit different. But yeah, Jim, look at. I am a new Cornercade subscriber. Dude,
awesome.
He's that deserves this for sure.
Let's go.
Make sure you pull up the next comment too.
Yeah, I will. We'll Here we go. Not Gloria Cocktail. Now you're speaking my language. So is this the same person that was in your?
I don't know. This is a new account right here. This is not Gloria. The other one was definitely Gloria.
All right, then it's not.
Definitely got banned from my channel. So,
well, then it's on like Donkey Kong.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble.
Dude, you can't get enough of these. Chat, this is new to the Cornercade sound effects. So, chat. If you have any sound effects that you want to hear on the show, I will definitely download them and play them for all y'all. Chris Nooner, thank you for stopping by, my guy. Don't know that last part, but what's up? What's going on, man? Let's go.
Trying to get you to read it so you get demonetized.
Is that how that works?
I don't know. They're sensitive with the live streams for whatever reason lately.
Oh, that's no good. I don't like that. We can't do that around here. Okay, so Chase, you're out. You're out on both of them. But are you in? We got double Cornercade here. Are you in?
What's going on?
Are you in? I'm wearing the same thing, which is hilarious. Are you in on there? You're maybe got a foot in the door on a sale price. Is that what I'm hearing?
For that one, yeah, it's really cool looking. I mean, I don't have the space for it here, but if I had the space for it, then yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool on the sale price.
Now, when you say you don't have the space, are you in a basement right now or in an extra bedroom?
Basement, yeah. So it's a finished basement, but I've turned it into like my studios area here. Then I actually have a lot of space down here. It's just that I don't clean it up enough, and it's all like I've got like I don't know a couple hundred 360 games that I need to like put away over there. It's a mess.
So if you get organized, you could
expand. If I get organized, yeah. But I'm also debating doing like another whole studio setup over there because we're doing a podcast with Buff soon. So I don't know if I want to have the arcade cabinets in the background. I might want to do something different. So yeah, I'm trying to weigh out my options with what I use.
Chase, like, with. We're doing this wrestling podcast. I was thinking about putting in a whole wrestling stage and a wrestling ring, and we'll get around to it. Maybe room for the pub table, but we got to fit like 30,000 people in this sumbitch. So okay, well, speaking of that, you're doing stuff with Buff Bagwell. Alfred Berger is in the building. Let's go. That's
what's going on, Alfred.
Dude. Thank you for stopping by, man. Okay. So why don't you dive off? So that was a home arcade talk, guys. And if you got questions on any of this products, let's know in the chat. But let's keep it rolling here. Now you were gone for a period of time, so why don't you let everybody know what was Chase doing? And it was so funny because when you texted me, you were like, "Oh, that's under NDA or whatever you said." Oh, I probably shouldn't have said that last part. And I was just cracking up, but I'm like, it's too late. The cat's out of the bag, baby. But I
told you, yeah. There's stuff I can talk about. There's stuff I can't talk about. But I have a YouTube channel with Buff Bagwell now. So we've started that officially, firing out content. I think we've got 3 videos coming out this week. So we had one tonight, which was just like footage from Vegas. So Vegas was all like kind of sprung on me last minute. I ended up flying out Monday. I learned about it Saturday night. So it was a quick thrown together trip. But Buff Bagwell got a men's wrestling award at the Cauliflower Alley Club, which is this pretty prestigious group I guess they hold it in Vegas, but I think they're out of Florida. And it's a nonprofit organization. They actually help out like wrestlers that are kind of down and out or going through, a tough time and stuff. So it's a really cool organization. But yeah, lots of wrestlers there. So him, Sting, and Kurt Angle were like the big awards. Dudley Boys as well. Jim Ross. So a bunch of people out there.
Do you have those pictures readily available that you can maybe show while you were talking here? I know you sent them to me, but I didn't if you want to bring them up on screen, because I was I was looking at this.
I have them on my phone.
And I love all these guys, but I saw Lex Luger in a wheelchair. I'm like, holy fuck, I'm old.
Well, he used to be paralyzed, so he's not anymore. But
that's crazy, man. Like, so I'm seeing these guys, I'm like, holy cow. And then Sting makes a return on AEW.
Return tonight, yeah. Yep.
Yeah, it's insane.
Yeah, I think he's still technically retired, but he came out and did a double Scorpion Death drop on.
Yeah, when he comes out with the bat, and it's go time.
Yeah, he means business. Yeah, so it was cool. He was out there, had dinner with him, which was awesome, and I mean, like the 10-year-old version of myself was definitely going a little bit crazy.
Oh, dude,
internally though, because I play it very cool.
I'd have been I'd have been the polar opposite, and it would have been great. It would have been like, oh, dude, high fives, let's go, dude. I know, but can you just sign my T-shirt real quick? You guys are awesome. Like, obviously you're gonna get this, man. You are childhood heroes. What do you expect, my guy? Would you rather us forget about you, or would you rather, dude? There's still people that recognize us. That is awesome. Like that would bring a smile on my face if I was in my 60s and 70s kind of thing.
Do you want me to email these to you, or you want me to pull them up on my end?
You can pull them up on your end if it's quicker for you.
Yeah, I'm gonna email.
These are some cool pictures, guys. These are some cool pictures.
Let me see if I can pull them up over here.
Yeah, DDP yoga for sure. We all know that.
DDP yoga. There you go.
Let's see. Chris Nooner's like Buff Bagwell. I haven't heard that name in years. Dude was a human tanning machine. Yeah, buff the stuff, man. And Chase, you showed me with the top hat. I was like, you should have taken a picture with the top hat on. But he showed me the top hat. The top hat gets like
never put another man's top hat on. You can't do that.
Just take a picture with it like a world championship belt.
Yeah, right.
Oh, that's so funny.
All right, I'm emailing it to myself, and I should be able to open it up and.
Yeah, no, you're good.
On
you're
here,
good.
so
you're
so it was a cool event. We filmed with a bunch of cool people. So yeah.
Chase, read the comment. Look at
this.
We
interviewed Buff on my old wrestling show in the NWO days. He never broke kayfabe, so he stayed in character. So pretty much a jerk. Yeah, well, that's the Buff Bagwell character. Yeah, different than Marcus Bagwell, because he's really like the coolest guy. And I don't just say that because I'm working with him now, but really just an awesome Awesome guy.
And now you told me that this was gonna kinda be what? Like, not like almost like a redemption kind of,
Yeah, so I
"Hey, I
mean,
wanna."
he's 2 years actually on Tuesday, he'll be officially 2 years clean and sober. So he's totally changed his life, turned everything around considerably. So he's a completely different person than he was, even as, soon as 2 years ago. So, yeah, I mean, it's him telling stories, basically pulling the curtain back on his life, his career, everything. So we have a video coming out about drug addiction in wrestling. So it's like a big topic. We talk about steroids. He's talking about literally everything that nobody else wants to, pull back the curtain on. So I think it's going to be really cool stuff.
And that's
And we,
awesome. It's an
yeah,
interesting listen for sure.
yeah. I mean, so
Um,
many people are denying, steroid use and stuff, and he's not denying it. He's willing to talk about it openly with everybody. So that alone, I think is going to be a really exciting one for sure. But yeah, we have other stuff too. Like we just did a video on um, WCW NWO Revenge, which is, in my opinion, the best N64 game, and actually the best wrestling game ever, in my opinion.
it is
So
definitely, like,
yeah, if you're a
top
WCW
3,
fan,
like,
then that's
yeah.
definitely. I don't know why I'm not getting my own email here, but let's see.
Well, Chase, you typically have to log in.
Well, I got my email pulled up. I'm saying I didn't get it from
Oh, you're fine,
myself
you're fine.
here.
Yeah, what was there's an interesting fact that you told me. How much did each wrestler get paid? I mean, we're talking all the way down to Loki, right? From the Ravens flock.
80 grand for
That is
WCW.
insanity, bro.
Security guard for them got 80 grand because he's in the game as well. Yeah.
My God, if you take the roster, how many people on 50 guys? 50 times 80,000?
Oh yeah, yeah. It's a deep, because this would have been 98. So 98 is like a really deep roster for WCW. Probably the best roster in wrestling, in my opinion. Granted, you have some people that are maybe a little bit past their prime. Macho Man, for example, clearly not, as big as he was in the 80s, but same with Hogan, but still huge names. So yeah, it's crazy.
When I heard that, I was just like, whoa, like that is insane. That's like some serious money for a video game. Like, sign me up, put me as a hidden character.
And so I'm not sure like who actually pays that in the end, right? But it's from THQ. That's who the check was from. So that's the publisher of the game.
That's so. Can you imagine? Like, yeah, we're doing this game. Like, you don't have to do anything. It's just, here you go. Like,
and especially so that would be pre-scans too. So basically, they're just scanning your face from like a photo.
Yeah,
it's
because
not like later
because
on
in that game, it wasn't like WrestleMania, the arcade game, where they actually had to go in there and perform and do all the stuff, dress up.
That's done like Mortal Kombat was done. Yeah.
Yeah, this is like, hey, we're taking your face and we're just putting it on a stock body that is just like built in the game, because you can like customize your characters and do all that. Like it was, and that game was just, like Mike Hawkins here. It's one of the best. It literally was. And then WrestleMania 2000, No Mercy. I mean, I played those games for years as a kid. Like it was just so awesome. Like the music, everything. They had the real storylines. Like everything about that game just hit on a whole nother level.
Sure. I've got it pulled up right over there on WrestleMania right now. It's my go-to.
Yeah, look at
it. It plays. Yeah, there you go. Diamond Dallas Page.
And I remember that intro, dude. Like it's just, oh my God.
That's why I love putting it on there, because it just loops through like just about everybody in the roster too. But it's got pretty basic for N64, especially. It's got pretty basic controls, so it does translate over to an arcade cabinet pretty nicely if you just go through the remapping process. But yeah, it's an awesome game. So yeah, 80 grand he got for that. So that was a good one. And then we've done a couple videos. We did a video on like what it was like to work with Goldberg, because that's been like this controversial topic, is on whether he's reckless or not. So we covered all that. What's up? I saw him last time I was on here, or actually when you were on. He
must
mine.
Yeah, he must love you now. He's gonna say it, like he's gonna say hello and then leave. All right, Logan wanted a kiss before bed. We'll see you in the next one, my guy. Let's go. God, I love him. He's little Lewis. Literally, his name's Logan Lewis. And obviously the last name. I don't want to dox myself here, but he's a cutie pie, dude. He actually busted his tooth. We actually had to take him to the dentist tomorrow to like pop it back in place, because it's kind of like crooked. Wow. It's been bothering him. But what a cutie pie! Like, I love my kids, dude. It's so awesome.
And you've got what, 3 kids? 2 kids?
Yes. 3. Let me get back. Let's get back on track here. What were we? We're talking about WrestleMania, and then Logan just came in and exploded it all.
All good. All good. I'm gonna actually request to share my screen over here. Let me see if I can.
Oh, he did it. He logged into his email. Let's go, dude.
I got in there. Now I'm trying to find it. Here we go. All right, I'm gonna ask for approval here.
Oh, there it is. Okay, guys, we're adding to stage. Look at this.
So you can see this because I can't see you now. So this is Buff, obviously on the right, me on the left, and then his lady in the middle there. And then how do I go this way? I think we all know this guy over here.
Who is Kurt that, Angle, dude?
Looking like Randy Couture, though, right?
I know, honestly, dude. Oh, that's so crazy.
And then another shot of us. So he got this award. That's what he got out there in Vegas, which is awesome. So he was night 2. Night 1 was like the main event, or if you will, for awards was Sting. So that's us again. And here's Sting. So we got to hang out with him a little bit. And then Lex over here.
I know, look at Lex Luger, man. Like that looks like Lex Luger, and then it's like, wow, like
yeah. So he's I don't
remember him like that,
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. But I mean, he's got to be. I think they're all like mid-60s because Marcus is 10 years younger than everybody else. So he's definitely got a big age gap from all these, all these other guys there. I know
you could have picked him up and put him in the torture rack.
Yeah, there you go.
But
there you go.
But Sting, even like, yeah, they're like up there, right? And then that's like Sting he's like still like in the ring, like can do some stuff. It's just very like it's crazy how some people age, and it's like it just took me back. That's all. Because when I see Lex Luger, I'm like Lex Luger's wearing the NWO black and red, and he's like
Wolfpack,
flexing, like, and it's like whoa, like that's crazy to see, but. That's super cool, man, that you had the opportunity to go down there and meet people and obviously like build connections. Good. Like,
so he's in a wheelchair, but it's more for like because he can't walk long distances. So he can actually walk, he can, move around and stuff, but especially going to like conventions and stuff like that. It's like, and then Vegas in general is like tons of walking and stuff. So he's in there. And Joe lost his mind today. Because Sting came back, and I had just texted him the other day and was like, yeah, he's never coming back. I don't think he wants to be in this anymore. Like, I had no idea that he's, coming back. This was only on Tuesday night. So
he was saving his friend, right? Wasn't that his buddy that he like
Darby? Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. I'm not familiar with AEW, so you just have to wait. They were kind of cool for a minute. And then WWE,
they lost some steam for sure.
Yeah, and WWE starting to get their shit back together, for lack of a better word. Where it's like when The Rock came back and made shit real again, like that was like, yes,
for sure.
This is what wrestling is. It's not a PG thing. Like
no, you can't be. I think it's gonna get better when they go on Netflix too.
And that's the rumor. When is that happening? Is that happening soon or
2025? Yeah. So I mean, we're getting closer and closer to it. I'm not sure if it's January, but I know that I think it is January. But yeah, we're getting close. It's already already almost September. A couple days.
Is that time is flying by? Is that Raw and SmackDown both, or just?
I think it's Raw, and I'm not sure if they're bringing their stuff over from Peacock too. I'm not sure what the deal is there, but I know that Raw is going to be officially on Netflix. I think SmackDown is a later deal that they have with, I forget who they're on. Are they on Fox? I forget who they're on. But
I don't know. I catch a lot of this on YouTube, like highlights.
I gotta watch the highlights now because it's on. There's so many nights now. It's like Monday, Wednesday. I think TNA's on a couple days a week or one day a week. So as soon as Vince McMahon was not allowed to come back to creative meetings is when things got good. Yeah, I mean that seems to be the timeline there, right? SmackDown's on USA,
yeah. Okay. And then I guess that's something that's on Fox. I thought, was it SmackDown or no?
SmackDown's on
USA.
I don't
Peacock. Know. It's all over the place. You shouldn't be able to. Back in the day, I knew exactly It was 7 p.m. Tuning into WCW. WCW got an hour of my time because right when 8 o'clock hit, it was Raw is War, and it was go time, dude. That's what I remember. And man, I didn't go to bed till like 10:30. Kane's ripping off the steel door to the cage, and I'm like, no, I gotta see this before I go to school, man. Like I gotta see this. Like
you had to back then because everybody was talking about it the next day. If you didn't know what happened in the main event, you weren't able to partake in those conversations. So
100%, man, because that was what it was all about. And now then it got PG for some reason, and they started tailoring those kids. I think a big thing, in my personal opinion, from the outside now looking in, from being like a hardcore wrestling fan, was I think the WWE Network really killed a lot of creative where you were already going to watch anyways and everything was already paid for. So we don't really need any storylines. Let's just throw some guys out there and call it a day. Let's get rid of Pyro. Let's get rid of Headshot. Yeah. It's like, whoa, no. Like you can see like that passion when you watch stuff back in the day. You had everybody had a sign. Everybody was up. Everybody was loud. Now it's kind of just like a theater where everybody's still sitting. Nobody brings a sign anymore.
Very true.
You know, it's kind of just like that's not what, that's not what wrestling is to me. So
you couldn't even see faces back then. It was just signs.
It was great.
Like the intro was just signs everywhere.
Yeah, it was great. Yeah. Welcome to Raw is War. Like we're live from Connecticut. Like that's right. It was great. I've been to everything. I mean, Chase, how many events have you been to? I've been to Sunday Night Heat because I've been to Backlash. That was great. I got to see Stone Cold Steve Austin and Triple H against Undertaker and Kane for the world title, tag titles, and Intercontinental title. Awesome. Everybody remembers that match. Been to Raw's War, been to SmackDown, saw the fist, you know, that SmackDown fist. That was great. Yeah. That was a great stage.
That was one of the best ones.
They need to bring that back.
They've got that somewhere. I saw it somewhere. I think it's in their warehouse or something. But
I
never went to any of those when I was a kid. Never got to see anything live. So I think the first time I saw WWE was like 2004 or something like that. So it was way late. But I mean, I've been to a few big pay-per-views. I've been to Raw. I'm not sure. I've been to SmackDown, been to AEW. I saw Sting's last match, which I guess now it's still technically his last match, but it's not his last appearance with AEW now after tonight.
That must have been hyped,
nice,
gamer.
Nice.
Yeah, when Goldberg, like, jackhammer Giant,
jackhammer. That's still down. The biggest guy he's ever jackhammered, I think.
Yeah. I've never been to a WCW event live.
Me neither. They didn't come to Connecticut because we're New York territory. I think it's New York. I think they went to like one or two events in New York, but Connecticut is the home of WWE, so they would never come to Connecticut. I think they did like one house show here in like '96, and that was it.
Isn't that crazy? Like,
it's the one territory they're not welcome, and even AEW. I think they've only done one show in Connecticut. So,
yeah. Do you watch AEW like religiously?
No, not now. But I mean, I stay in the loop with highlights and stuff like that. But no, I wouldn't say I haven't watched it really since I was at Sting's last match. That was, I stayed up to date on everything with him because I'm a big Sting fan. Anything from back when I was a kid, I'm a fan of. But yeah, I don't really keep up with it too much these days.
Yeah, I see a lot of stuff on YouTube when I'm scrolling through. Yeah. Okay, let me watch this. Oh wait, the Bloodline did this. The Wyatt Six did that. Let me go check it out. Like, let me see it. But never do I really sit down and watch like wrestling anymore. Now I bring my kids to an event. I think that'd be pretty cool. Bring the whole family out.
Yeah, I want to do that. My kids are young, so I'm gonna wait a little bit more. But like I just took my my stepson to Raw 2 months ago, so that was pretty cool.
And I'm glad that they brought back the pyro. I don't know why they would have gotten rid of that. That's just
it was budget cuts and stuff like that. But yeah, it's back, and it makes a huge difference.
Yeah, it's budget somewhere else. Like, like honestly, like you don't need a lot of things that I'm sure they spend money. Get rid of NXT. Sure. Like you don't need a right. You don't need hey, I said back in the day they should have like a development program, and that was crazy. That to this day, I mean, it kind of makes sense. Every sports has the minor leagues, right? But I don't need to make shows and develop it. I can have that behind closed doors in a school where Shawn Michaels is there coaching and all that jazz, right? So you could cut a lot of stuff out like that. I don't know. It's crazy to me that they still do like the Raw and SmackDown rosters. I think that's another thing that killed. They just got too much
when you
with
start,
it.
When you start, taking people off certain nights and stuff. Yeah, I agree. I like that you had just like the chance at least of like something that happened on Monday coming over into, back then it was Thursday. I think it was Thursday. SmackDown's been on like Tuesday, Thursday, now Friday. But I like the fact that you could have something kind of extend from Monday over to, the next show. And now it's like you have to wait the full week. I get from like a production standpoint, that makes sense. But, for the viewers, the fans, I think it definitely throws a wrench in the wheel sometimes.
Yeah, because like if you're like SmackDown's coming, it's like, oh, it's cool, but I can't see Brock Lesnar or whoever the case may be, right? It's like, oh, exactly. It's like before anything can happen live, like, and so I think you have your 6 7 guys that vouch for the world championship. The WWE title, I think it got real watered down when he had 8 world championships. He had the WCW one, you got a blue one, a red one, a white one, a green one. It's like, dude, enough.
It's too much.
And then you had 40 tag team titles. It's like, dude, just calm down. Like, the Intercontinental title should have been like the stepping stone of, if you win that, like, you were on pace to then when one of those other guys falls off, you're coming in as that top 6, 7 guy.
Yeah,
like they were successful back in the day with. And I think just a lot of it is like, dude, just merge it all together and then we don't need 100,000 wrestlers on a roster. Like, I'm sorry, if you're just not talented, you just don't cut it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just it's not needed at the end of the day. And that gives other opportunities to people that can go to AEW, because there's that competition to where now it's like structure where the world championship means something. You don't have 7 of them. You know, you don't have.
They got a lot of belts over there too now, though. Yeah,
I know it's just watered down, man.
It is. Yeah. And at the end of the day, all that really matters is you know, you have the IC belt. I guess you have one. You should have one belt, whether it's heavyweight or WWE championship. You only need one, in my opinion.
Yeah, like retire that WCW one in the Hall of Fame, right?
Put it. Well, they have a different one now. They have one that's like the remixed version, but
exactly. Like Seth Rollins had it. It's just like just do the WWF Championship. And I'm going to tell you, WWE, if you're watching, because I know you're watching, because Retro Gaming Guy's here. Triple H, you're watching. Let's go, dude. You just need to bring back the World Championship. When Stone Cold first put it on, when he beat Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania, and they redesigned that, and it looked beautiful. The wing-tipped belt. But don't do it blue. You don't have to do that. You can just do it black, like, you know, the belt, the actual leather, and just leave it. You don't need to touch everything. If it's not broke, don't fix it. That world title was never broke.
I missed the old WCW title, you know, the one that was, you know, in NWA and all that Flair had, Goldberg had, Hogan had, that they spray painted. I missed that. But yeah, when they kind of like made the new version of it, I don't know, it didn't translate for me.
Yeah, like Gamer Fridge, I want the spinner belt back.
There you go, the Cena.
Get all that nonsense out of here. I wasn't even really a fan of like the Smoke and Skull belt, and I was just like,
no, like, or even the Rocks.
Whatever.
I mean, it's cool and stuff. Now the Rocks, he left WrestleMania with it, right? But it was like he just appeared with the belt. That's the only thing that
make
I was
any
like,
sense.
Didn't make sense.
Okay,
like, he's got the belt, but it's like, what does that mean?
I don't. Sometimes some stuff is just kind of pulled from out of nowhere. But I think like wrestling in general, it's starting to get back. I mean, we got 55 people in here, and everybody like they're chatting just as much.
I always say it's like gaming and wrestling just always goes together, because I think a lot of people get into wrestling through the games, and like we talked about Revenge before, it was a game that, like, whether you liked wrestling or not, it was an awesome N64 game. You didn't have to even know who the wrestlers were.
Yeah,
it still works. You know?
They build class and character, and you're like, oh, I recognize that guy when I was playing the game.
Yep,
100%. So yeah, I mean, I think at the end of the day, WWE is getting back kind of like to where it just feels more real and it feels better. I think they're making steps towards that. So we'll see what happens. I don't. It could go the other way too. It could go south pretty quick. We've done it before, so retro emulation. Let's talk a little bit about that. Like, let's straight all fields here. I don't know how you do it. You put out a video every day about reviewing emulation devices. How do you do it? How do you have time? And does it
time is becoming an issue. I will say that. And I told everybody that, like, when I do this, I'm not gonna cut back with RGG or anything. And it's like, now it's like, I'm gonna have to cut back a little bit. I'll be honest, you know. So I mean, I was doing like 5-6 videos a week in November, it'll be 4 years. And I've done that pretty consistently from, I'd say not maybe right off the bat, but pretty soon, into starting here on YouTube. So yeah, I am hitting, some issues with like time and stuff. I have kids, a wife and everything too. So, I mean, you know what it's like having 3 kids that have different activities and stuff.
Yeah. And speaking of which, I should get a breaking news sounder here. My wife just texted me, says, Danny, our son wants a kiss. He's freaking out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make you full screen. I'm going to hop into the crib. I'm going to give him a kiss. I'm going to high five him.
Good, man.
That's what we do. You're going to take over the show. Retro Gaming Guys in the building.
I'm taking over.
He's tagging me and he's tagging me out. Okay, here we go, guys. Let's go.
I feel like this happens to me all the time. I go on people's shows and I end up taking over the whole thing. Retro Rob, I'll come work for you. Sounds good, dude. Yeah, it's so I guess going off of what he was saying, yeah, it's been tough to kind of balance everything. Like I feel like I haven't done a video for myself now in like a week, but I did actually film my last review video from a hotel in Las Vegas. So I'm dedicated to doing this. And right now I feel like there's just boxes all over the place because I've got tons of stuff to review and I'm dying to review this stuff. It's not like it's a job for me or like I don't have to do this and don't want to. I love doing it. So I'm going to continue doing it. It's going to be probably like 2 to 3 videos a week because, um, well, I'm not supposed to say too much, but I see Brian's comment here. How about the Ted DiBiase championship belt? So I got an offer today to do some work for Ted DiBiase, as well as Jim Duggan, as well as I should probably know all these names, right? Jake the Snake Roberts. So I'm going to be joining. I'm not, taking over their channels or anything like that, but I'm joining the team that works on all their stuff. So I was taking over in a big way. I was making my announcement about Ted DiBiase, Jim Duggan, and
hey, that's awesome. Hey, wait. Oh yeah, I made Logan. Hey, look I made my son's day. You should have seen the light up on his face when I came in there. I gave him a big kiss, high five. We did a little shake that we do. He's
that's awesome.
He would say, "I took a bath." Like he did that.
Yeah.
Kids are like, "You got to stop. There's a future, man. You got to stop for the kids."
Absolutely.
So you were
that's awesome though.
Divulge. Let me just catch up for 30 seconds.
Well, I wasn't going to say anything, but I saw Brian mention the Ted DiBiase championship belt, and I was talking about lack of time and how I'm kind of divided now, more so than I've ever been. So, yeah, I'm joining the team of guys that work for Ted DiBiase, Hacksaw Jim Duggan, and Jake the Snake Roberts. So kind of like helping them behind the scenes with stuff. I'll never be on camera with them, which I'm happy with. I will be on camera a little bit with Buff with that stuff. I'm much more involved with that one. That's always going to be my priority. So yeah, it was cool. Just for them to reach out and want to work with me after doing 3 videos for Buff so far that have been aired for everybody to see. It's I'm honored. So really grateful for that.
Yeah, that is a dope thing, man. Like,
yeah,
it just snowballs from here. I mean, everybody's got a price, right?
Crazy. I guess so.
That's awesome. That's really cool.
Yeah, Brian. I think I am branching out. I suppose it's just like one thing leads to another, and I'd be nuts to turn any of it down. So
100%. So yeah. I texted you the other day, and I was like, "Hey, Chase, you want to do a show?" And you're like, "I'm in New York." What were you? Was it New York, right? What were you doing? I'm like, "What the hell are you doing, bro?"
Yeah, I've been
dude. Can you say? Yeah. Can you comment on anything of that? I didn't want to. I don't know if because you kind
of yeah. I was at a 30 Seconds to Mars show in New York, so I had backstage pass and did some stuff with Jared Leto. But yeah, that won't be on the channel here or anything. I have limited stuff. Like when you go backstage there, you turn in your phone. If you film anything, it's theirs, which was the agreement, prior to all that, anyways. So. No surprise there or anything, but yeah, I mean, it's very like under lock and key when you go backstage with certain people. So that was cool. But yeah, so that was the day that I learned about going to Vegas. So I was actually supposed to go to Joe's house in New Jersey the next night too. So it was going to be New York Saturday, New Jersey Sunday, Atlanta Monday, then Vegas Monday night, and then be in Vegas for the week, and then go back to Atlanta, come back up here to Connecticut. So yeah, it was going to be a crazy one. I had to, unfortunately cancel on Joe, which was devastating, but I got to see him last night. We had dinner and, it was a good time. So night, 2 nights ago.
You talk about dinner. I'm a foodie. What'd you have for dinner?
It was Joe actually took me for dinner. We went to Capitol Grill. We had steak. What didn't we have, Joe? And I see he's in here.
Capitol Grill. We have one of those.
Steak. We had drinks. We had, God, what else do we have?
So you didn't pick up Burger
King. He'll hit us up. We didn't. No, we didn't go to Burger King. No. It was a nice sit down dinner. Very good time.
And now if you're with me, I'm like, Chase, I only got 1,900 points from McDonald's. So you're getting a cheeseburger. I'm getting one. We got to split a Coke and call it a day. Just kidding.
No, I wasn't a cheap date for Joe this time, but he was up here actually in my neck of the woods for the Retro World Game Convention, which it's like, it was tough that it fell on this weekend because again, I was in all these different states and traveling a lot. So it's like my wife has been an absolute saint throughout all this. She's been holding down the fort here. And prior to like I would say the last 2 months where I've been kind of, on the road filming more, I've been a homebody for like the last several years. I've been married. She and I have been married for almost 8 years. So it's like, it's very different for me to not be around as much, but she's, holding down the fort. So it's like, I'm not going to Retro World for like the whole day thing. I just, there's only so much you can do. But
yeah, for me, and we talk about wives and the families. I mean, my
you
wife,
you got to balance it all out.
100%. My wife is the backbone of this channel. She has allowed us to grow. If you don't have to support your partner, you're not going anywhere.
For sure.
I couldn't do it, man. I'd be like, hey, I want to bring my family with me, like my wife, my kids. They're coming. They're meeting Lex Luger. Like, you got to accommodate. So it's one. You're getting the whole everything. The whole kit and caboodle. But yeah, because it's like, that's just I like want to experience things with them, and that's why I got married. People are like, it's like that's my partner now. I'm not, I want to go and do things with that said person.
Right.
Like,
I can't relate to the people that can't wait to get out of the house and get away from them. It's good to have your own time for sure, and for everybody involved. But yeah, I mean, I couldn't be more grateful to everything that I'm able to do because she picks up the slack, when there is slack elsewhere. So.
Wow. Yeah, let's see. Brian says, my dad, when I was little, was in the Navy Reserve. Every weekend he'd be gone, and that was hard. Yes, it's
for sure.
Again, I mean, Chase, I can only imagine. Like you got a lot going on, man. Like I can only imagine videos and now this podcast show and then traveling. Like it's a lot. Like
it's going to be, but I mean, I'm grateful for every minute of it. You can't complain about stuff like this. I mean, 4 years ago when I started YouTube, like I thought I was just doing some videos to help people out that were experiencing the same issues as me, and now it's like what I do for a living. It's insane.
Yeah. So what was your name when you first started?
Retro Pie Guy. Retro Pie, because everything was about Retro Pie, and I got a cease and desist from Retro Pie because can't use that name. But I mean, at the time, I was like, funny. I'm not starting a business or trying to do anything. It was.
I saw some old videos of you, like when you were Retro Pie Guy. Yeah, it's great.
Terrible stuff. Terrible stuff.
Hey, we all got to start somewhere, right? You see mine,
right,
camera shaking and everything. It's all a wreck.
Sometimes I'll see channels though that have like 1 million subscribers and they're still like that. It's like you just never know what works for people. So
yeah, that's true. It's very interesting because when you do like a high quality production video, you're just like, that didn't do as well as like something that I just filmed.
I just did a video with Buff about Ric Flair, and I was like, oh, this is gonna be huge. And the shorts did like insane numbers. The main video did like barely 1,000 views. I was like, how is that possible? It's Ric Flair. Like, I can't think of a better, a better wrestler to like, be the center of a topic. And the short form stuff took off, but
it's
not
hard
the long form.
It's hard to find sense in the YouTube algorithm.
Yeah, you got to just roll with it. Yeah, you just never know.
Yeah, honestly, you do. Because I did one video. There was a huge sale in the home arcade community. I told you about it. They ended up canceling all the orders. $67 Time Crisis. That video like blew up. Yep. And then I'll do a video that's like, I don't know, whatever. And it's just like, didn't even get nearly as that. I'm like, damn it, I put all this production and time into it. It's like, I'm just going to go live now and just do a 30-second video and call it a day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you never know. And that's why I'm fortunate in that like my stuff is fairly easy to film. It's time consuming sometimes with like the reviews because there's a lot more time involved that's off camera, but all in all, it's a pretty straightforward process. But like I know people like Yahel with Wrestling with Gaming, who I'm a huge fan of his stuff. He pours like 6 months into a video sometimes. Luckily, I haven't seen any video that he's done. Yeah, like check out Yahel his YouTube channel is Wrestling with Gaming, and he does like full on high production documentaries about different games, consoles. Like he just did his last one, I think was on the Game Boy. I think it's the original Game Boy, if I'm not mistaken. And he like I think that one was the 3 or 4 month process. And luckily for him, everybody gravitates towards his stuff. He's got over 100,000 subscribers, but he doesn't have anything that is bombed. But if it did, imagine pouring like 6 months of time into a video that just like does nothing.
Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, you want to talk about something that bombed? You want me to do it, Chase? You want me to do it? Do it. You talk about something that bombed. This is a bomb.
Love it.
Our boy Weissel has gifted 5 Corner Cake Crew
That
memberships.
is
Now I can't see
awesome.
who they were. I'm gonna float over to YouTube or something. But guys, Weissel,
That's
thank
awesome.
you for supporting the channel. And we talk about supporting the channel here. We're doing a little pinball action. So Chase, I know you got a pinball behind you.
I
Let me
do.
just
It's
show
right
you
over
what has
here.
been itching at me every single second of the day.
That's
It's this
awesome.
guy right here. Yes.
That's not a
So
bad price either. That's pretty sweet. What size
yes.
is that?
Okay, so here we go, Chase. Keep the questions coming because this is great.
Okay.
So At Games is the leader in a pinball, a virtual pinball by far. And I mean, we got a sounder for it. So
go At Games.
That's right, man. I mean, At Games has their stuff together when it comes to the pinball, and this machine is gorgeous. So what At Games has done, so the price used to be, I think, $14.99. We can actually show you real quick. So they've actually come with a different type of package. So you can get this now Legends Premium one for this intro price. And I'm seeing this Shop Pay Finance. And I know you got to pay a little bit in interest, but
Sure.
man, that makes it a lot more affordable for someone like myself.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
all in, getting like the SSF kit, so the surround sound feedback kit, you'd be looking at about $2,000, Chase. So what they've done was they've eliminated some things on this. There's still a standard pinball machine. So what they did was they got rid of like OTG mode, and you talked about the sizes. Let's see if I can pull this up. That's
yeah, there's the
there you
dimensions.
go.
Yep.
That's the height right there. So you guys, let's see if I can zoom in. I don't know if I can. No, I can't. Won't let me. So you're gonna get 66 inches. It's about the size of good XL arcade one up. So they remove some things with this one. So they give you, instead of like 15 games, they give you 1 game, which is fine because you can buy pinball packs, $5 here, $5 there. The At Games just came out with a Jurassic Park pinball pack, which
Love
was
it. Yeah, it's a
awesome.
great one.
They did Godzilla vs. Kong. So there's a lot of cool stuff coming through the pipeline. They're going to keep on coming with it. So you're going to have plenty of opportunity with games, right? Let me just make this affordable. And this actually, not this variant, and it will be at some point, but the Addams Family just came to Kohl's. So you can buy it at Kohl's now, but that's the
Love that one.
$1,600 one.
Table.
But yes, there are a lot of cool stuff from it. Like I said, At Games got the pinball on point. Pinball's on point. They got rid of the topper for this one, so it's an extra $150 that they eliminated. Great, I don't need the topper.
No,
And they
not
are
at all.
making all of this stuff available where you can buy it in the future if you want to. So you can hook a PC up to this and have a bunch of pinball games through OTG mode. But they've eliminated that. Like if you want to unlock it, you can pay $100. Great. Like, so all of these savings have now landed to where we are right here at this $1,000 price point.
That's the lowest it's ever been, I think, right?
100%.
Yeah, never been lower than that. So you can't beat it.
Now you can pay $100 for shipping. So it's gonna be, you're looking at around $1,200. But still, that's the lowest this thing has ever been. And I'm telling you, Mrs. Cornercade and I, we want to pinball, we want to have fun. We see the streams over and over again. And here's a little bit that you can kind of see. It's more, but it's the factory direct savings. It's just another way to get this in the hands of consumers for a lower price point.
Right.
And I think $8.99, this thing is out the door. Like, you got to do it. And so we're kind of looking, it's like, okay, if we sell a couple one-ups, if we sell, MVSX or something, we sell a couple one-ups, maybe we can make this possible. Because we really want to bring up you have a pinball. Like, you know how it is. So they could bring a pinball, especially a V-Pin. Now that I have an unlimited amount of games that I can put on there, would be really, really fun. And then streaming that content would be fun as well. It gives you a new avenue of playing games with the community, seeing, my wife's reaction, my reaction. I think would be really cool.
For sure.
Brian knows this. I've said Medieval Madness is one of my favorite pinball games. That's a legendary.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, Chase, would you be in on this? This product kind of tickle your fancy?
No. It would if I didn't already have one, but since I have one and this one's got 906 tables built into it, I'm pretty well covered. But that one is way easier to transport and to set up and stuff like this. This one weighs 850 pounds. So
yes,
it's insane. And it's like unnecessary weight, to be perfectly honest, too. Like it is pretty much full size, full scale and everything. But like the top of this thing, and I don't know the proper terms, but the vertical monitors here weigh the majority of, the majority of the weight is back there. So it's just not feasible for the majority of people unless you're putting it like, in your first floor, which for me, it used to be in my garage. And then I had to walk it around my house and bring it in here. And, it took me months to work up the courage to do that. Because if you drop it, it's
did you have that? Well. Did you have that special like pallet jack thing that like?
No. So I've told this story way back when, but I purchased this. I had a good amount of money available to me at one point in time, and I just bought this on a whim online. It was like $2,400 or so. And I was like, I don't even know like who this is coming from or anything. And one day, a box truck showed up and they dropped this at the end of my driveway, not in front of my garage. And I got like 100-foot driveway. So I had to like drag it.
Oh my God.
Yeah, like 850 pounds, drag the entire pallet into my garage. And then somehow I basically like propped it up with the legs and like slowly like screwed them into place. And I don't even know how I did it because getting it down here was a challenge. But yeah, so it was, a hell of a process just setting it up. You won't have to deal with that with that one there from.
No, this way it's only like 100 pounds. I want this thing though. I want this. This is
gonna be sweet. You're gonna have the same experience. It's just a smaller scale. So
yeah.
And then with all the add-ons, like you said, you can get all the games that you want. You're just you buy them little by little. You don't have to have like there's 906 on here, and I talk about this all the time with plug and play drives or consoles. You have all these games. When you have all these games, the majority of us never play them. You end up just scrolling through all of them. The amount of games I've played on here is a fraction of what's offered. So you don't need, thousands of games.
And that's why I was like, hey, if we just buy like the ones we like the solid ones, like I think that's where it's at. That's where you have a great 10 table collection you can add to it, but they're going to be games that like you love because you bought them. You're going to be invested in them because you had to pay that.
Exactly. Yeah. When you have games that are free to you or that are bundled together, it's just like, oh, that's cool. And you never get to it. You never actually play it. I've played the majority of the time. I played the same 5 games on the damn thing. So it's like there's 901 games on here that I barely ever touch, but I still have to scroll through. So,
hey, you want to talk about barely touching something? We're gonna touch this. It's go time, man. I wish I could get the branding right. We're gonna touch this super chat. We're gonna hit it right here, right now. Let's go. That's right. Ezekiel, the Chicago Retro Ranger, coming in hot. That's coming in hot, man. With a $4.99 super chat. What's up, fella? What's up, fellas? The Cornercade was missed today. That's right. Ezekiel is such a mensch. Ezekiel, he invited me to his kid's birthday party. Unfortunately, I had to work. And on the side of that, I was also sick. And my family was getting over it. I didn't want to get your kids sick. I mean, if it's COVID, that's the last thing you want to deal with, Ezekiel. This thing was hell in a handbasket. So I don't wish that upon my worst enemy kind of thing. No, but Ezekiel, thank you for supporting the channel. He showed me pictures, kids in the there's like this bubble that was like with balloons and stuff that was like circulating through. Nice. It was so cool. So I'm sure he had a blast. We're gonna have to see each other soon, twofold. There's a pinball expo coming up in October. I think on the 15th or 16th, I'm going to be down in Chicago live with the family. The Cornercade crew is going to be in the house at the Galloping Ghost. So it's the world's largest arcade. I'm not really going to go to the pinball expo, but it's like right by the pinball expo. So Chase, if you're running through the wife, you can bring the family down and come hang out. You can stay at my house.
When's this, October?
It's October 15th or 16th. I can get all the technicalities through. But yeah, it's a whole event. It's like a couple day event, but like on the 15th or 16th, that's when like they take a tour through the Galloping Ghost. So anybody that's going to that event then goes to the Galloping Ghost. But we'll just be at the Galloping Ghost playing arcades. And if you come by, we'll slap fives. I'm sure everybody in the world's gonna want to take a picture with my wife, get a little signature. You got the Sharpie here for a little signature action. We're gonna have fun retro gaming, hanging out with the kids and having fun. So that's what it's all about. But yeah, if you're able to, dude, that'd be cool, wouldn't it?
I'll look at my schedule.
And then all you gotta do is
15th through 19th, as Jason said.
Yep. You got it. Thank you, Jason. Thank you for clarifying. It's my man right there. Always got my back. But if you just had an hour north, you get to come to the Cornercade, bro. I know it's the Galloping Ghost, but that's like second.
Almost
best,
as many arcade games over there. So
Oh man, almost as many arcade games as like almost as many of these memberships that are gifting out here. Let's do this. Dude, let's go. Vaisel's been a member for 9 months. He's going on a year. Isn't that insane? Let's go, Vaisel. What a mensch. And I mean, it doesn't stop there. So let's hit another one. Okay, Vaisel's got some knowledge here, Chase, and you better listen too because you're included in this. You're included in this because you don't have one. He says you need to get an AtGames 4KP before the VPX standalone comes out. Let me just pause real quick. Chase, do you know what the VPX standalone is?
I don't believe so.
That's okay. It is a thumb drive that you're going to be able to, like, you buy a thumb drive and you're going to be adding and doing all this fun stuff. You can add, Chase, I want you to listen now. You technically already have this fun stuff, but you can add any pinball table you want. Any table you want. And you get to add it all. You plug it in, and boom, you can play it. From my knowledge, now again, you need to unlock the OTG in your AtGames, so I'd have to probably pay $100 or whatever the case may be. But there'll be hundreds of games for free or donation if you'd like to support the team. And guys like Jason, awesome. Little Alien are one of those testers that's been going through and doing all this stuff. There's guys that are spending, like, literally, they're up till 4, 5, 6, 7 in the morning. Testing, because not all the tables work and not all the tables are supported. So they're going through and testing everything because you got to upload the backlash, the DMD, everything. And I'm not a pinball guy, but it's insanity.
Yeah, there's a lot of moving parts. Yeah,
exactly. A lot of moving parts. I mean, Vaisel, thank you again for supporting the channel. You want to talk about support? This one is coming in hot. So let's go. Joe, you're such a mensch. I cannot thank you enough, my guy. Joe,
I recognize that guy from somewhere.
He's the backbone behind that whole RGG streams. I mean, he's the brains of the operation. Insanity. Absolutely. And I got a new friend I met at RWE whose live stream I gotta go support. But before I go, he dropped the mic with a $20 super chat. Joe Cade, thank you so much, man, for supporting the channel. We really appreciate it. It's going to pinball money, guys. It's going to pinball money. I'm excited. And like I said, you either get up or you get out the way, kid. And speaking of getting up, is my wife here? A playoffs? What's it? She just became a YouTuber. Did someone gift her a membership or did she just buy one? Like, honey, did you use my credit card to buy a membership? Oh, well, Mrs. Cornercade, I don't even know if you're here, if you're not, but thank you for becoming a member. And like always, we got to hit it with this.
Combo breaker!
We're back, baby. Let's go, Chase. All right, we can probably just bring this video down here, but you get the gist of it. Chase, that is an exciting product, and that's why I'm getting hyped over it, because it's something new, it's something fresh. There's not been a lot of movement in the home arcade as far as new products go.
No.
When you look at it, it's like, hey, there's this really badass virtual pinball table that is like arcade accurate, or you can get the pub table or the XL, mashup Frankenstein cab. So you're kind of looking at it like, okay, it's all pinball right now. Right. That looks really cool. So that's where our attention is.
Definitely does. So how much more do you have to, how many more super chats do you need to get to it?
Well, there's a lot of avenues.
Do you used to have like a meter?
Yeah, I got a little heat in the community. I'm a heel now. Let's go. There's a chair over here. Well, okay, so I'm very transparent when it comes to the channel and like where your money is going at the end of the day. Sure. Sorry, guys. Sorry, I'm telling you where your money is going. So some people don't like that. Some people love it. But long and short, I am who I am, and I'll never change. I don't know, to be quite honest with you. At the end of the day, my mama always said, haters gonna hate and potatoes gonna potate. So let them do their thing, kind of thing. Like, that's what my mama told me. And hey, have at it, Hoss, because at the end of the day, the Corner K crew has not missed not an ounce of sleep. The only time I lost sleep was when I was down sick. That's about it. And then even thanks, there's a CC is here. Let's go. Let's go, dude. Oh, that's great. I need well, I guess I got one. I mean, we got to scroll through a little bit.
Let's
but
go.
There you go.
I absolutely love it. She is back and in the building. The kids must be sleeping, so I got to be quiet.
That's good. That's always a good thing.
So long and short, I was like, hey, let's track this to show you guys kind of where your money's
I love that
going.
idea.
We're trying to reach.
I remember seeing you had like a little icon in the corner.
Little tracker, that's right.
Yeah,
so we were at like, and Constorm Entertainment's in the building. Thank you so much, man, for stopping by. Let's go. We got Relapse Productions. This guy's a mensch, man. He sent me a coin door. He sent me speaker grill covers. Totally cool guy. Yeah, cool. I don't want to be like Logan Paul. If I'm gonna be a heel, let me be like Solo Sikoa or something. Let me call. We run it all back in the game. Do. Like, that's what I want to be. Or better yet, I want to be like The Rock, like making Cody Rhodes bleed. Mama Rhodes. Okay, so long and short. So I said, hey, look, this is where the money's going because it's a very expensive purchase. I want to track this, let everybody know that we're all in kind of thing. And I've always said, like, everybody's donation always goes to support the channel. That's how we got to this point with Elgato key lights. Like, guys, just to be full transparent, these lights are like $300 a pop. Like, this ain't no cheap stuff. So we were able to enhance. I mean, Chase, we came from, when me and Miss Cornercade first started the show, we came from a bar stool and a tablet. That's what we had.
Yeah.
And so we've come so far, and that's each and every like, super chat, view, engagement. It's all from the support from the community, which I cannot thank you guys enough, because that's why we're here still. It's because of the 69 people in the building. That's why we're here. So long and short, I was like, okay, let's let the community know where this money's going. And let's not keep it hidden. Let's be transparent, right? So we're about like $400 in. I think the big jump, because there's more options now, you can finance, you can do a lot of things too. I think maybe we do that. You pay $100 a month or whatever, and then the super chats go monthly to that kind of thing.
Yeah, it all goes to the same place in the end, the same way.
I mean, like tomato, you know, it's all like, time is relative, money is relative kind of thing. So I was like, wait, maybe I can jumpstart this, because maybe I can sell a couple arcades that we don't, because we were going to do that anyways. We had them posted up for sale. So we're going to do a mixture of both. And the community spoke loud volumes. They said, hey, get the pinball. And it's so funny that we're talking about pinball. Miss Cornercade came in because she's like all on board with pinball. It's like perfect timing. But yeah, JT Games is here too. Let's go. Now, I love JT Games from Wisconsin. He's a huge Packer fan. I just want to preference that I'm a huge Bears fan, so we can still get along. Still, water and oil can mix, people. Let's go. But yeah, it's Julio Hernandez says that it's because whoever was hating doesn't get any super chats. He can't engage the same way Danny does. And that is some things that I've heard. You know, I'm myself, Chase. We're all, we live in our own bodies. We're outside. But I have heard from every single YouTuber that has ever come on my show or through the chat, says I'm very engaging, very entertaining, and I appreciate those 100%. Kind words. Yeah. I don't know. I'm just here talking to you. I'm talking to the camera, you know. So,
well, let me say this to anybody that's watching too. You're the same, like, through text message. You're the same on the phone. You're the same when we've, you know, shared screens to go over different things in the past. Like, you're the same guy, whether you're on here recording and the red light's on or not. So, yeah, I mean, what you see is what you get with Danny.
This is not a fake show, and I can't comment on anybody that might be fake when the lights go on. It's like some other alternate personality.
That's how a lot of people are. Yeah, they're different. I'm the same way, but yeah, you're 100% you 100% of the time. So yeah, take it or leave it.
Yes. And Worst Django said, "Hey, the quick version was Rexer said Corner K was e-bagging for pinball."
Right, that sums it up quick.
I mean, there you go, man. I mean, it's hard to like e-bag when I never said like, just to touch up on it. I know we're a positive channel. I never said anything. The super chats were flowing in like, go get pinball, dude. Here, go. They were just getting hyped, and that's what it's all about, man. Getting hyped, getting loud, and getting excited, because it's exciting. The community wants us to see it. They have it. Most of the people that want a pinball has had it. And they're like, dude, you got to experience this. And I know I'm gonna get hyped. Like, the smile on my face. It's just like, it's a big purchase. You know, we're not talking about $299, $399, $499 Arcade 1-Up Deluxe cabinet.
Yeah.
We're talking about something that's a little bit more investment, and we're gonna have
2 to 3 cabinets worth, yeah.
Yeah, and we're gonna have to at some point get the SSF kit because I was highly recommended to say, look, it's like watching TV without a soundbar. Chase, what TV do you have without a soundbar?
A couple, but yeah, I understand.
Yeah, but it's not a good experience, right?
No.
Not gonna go
captions on to go along with it. So
yeah. Oh, there you go. Yeah, you can probably mute it, that kind of thing. Like
exactly.
I keep the only TV in my house that doesn't have a soundbar is actually the one right above me. It's a 32 just to have the sports or weather or news on,
right.
and it's muted while we're playing the arcade games. Yeah. It's a cool feeling to have like TVs in your arcade because it replicates that like real arcade feel for sure.
For sure.
But yeah, I mean, long and short, I just kind of laughed it off, and actually,
that's how people are sometimes, though, man.
But
you got to take it as a compliment because if people aren't hating, you're not doing everything right. So that's just the way that it is on here.
And yeah, that's life, man. I mean, not everyone's
only going to get worse as you grow too. You're going to find more and more people that hate on you.
Let's go! Hey, look at nobody. I'm untouchable. You cannot you say whatever you want. I ain't gonna lose 5 minutes sleep. Brooklyn Menace always had my back. Says Danny's a good dude and does a great show. I really appreciate that.
100%,
Brooklyn. Yeah, like long and short, it turned into actually me and Ezekiel, the Chicago Retro Ranger. You saw him pop by with the super chat. We said, hey, let's do something for charity. We talked about charity because this is the big thing. This is the big topic of, hey, you should just donate your super chats to charity. We get that all the time. Okay. And so I'm like, wait, let's build a cabinet because I want. So our third project. So I know we got like a lot on our plate, right? Our third project's going to be building that. I think I talked to you about that. It's the Star Wars Trilogy Deluxe.
Yeah.
This is gonna be custom build. Oh, dude, Chase, this is gonna be like I'm already sweating. Like it's not just the heat in here; it's insane. Ezekiel sent me the joystick like that you use for it. He's like, dude, this part came in. I was like, oh my fucking god, dude, this is gonna be dope. So, long and short, we're gonna auction off the second one to the community. So this thing could, go for 500. It could go for 2,000. Whoever wants it bad enough, right? This is gonna be one in a lifetime kind of thing.
Sure.
Arcade 1-Up's not making this, guys. That's why we're doing this. We're picking a cabinet that Arcade 1-Up will.
So is it a mod from an A1-Up or is it a completely custom build?
It's a custom build, complete custom. Now I have the render. If you entertain the chat, I could bring up the render because it might be kind of
entertain the chat.
Yeah. So while you gotta entertain,
this is gonna help. This is gonna help too. Yeah.
This is gonna wait. Hold on. Should I do I gotta really get used to restream because I gotta go scroll all the way up, but let's go. Marine 50, I love you, man. I love you. I wish I could give you a virtual high five. I'll give you a hug. $10 super chat. Screw them all. Take this super chat towards your 4KP. Let's go, dude. And I think Chase, I mean, I think we gotta play. We gotta scroll all the way.
Let's go.
That is right, my guy. You know what's funny? Do you notice that sign up there? That's new to you.
That is new to me. Right. I noticed it. Right. I noticed it a few minutes ago, actually.
Oh, you didn't notice it the whole time, kid. Oh, you're killing me. I should have pointed out earlier. Don't you love it? Isn't that just fitting at the end of the day?
Perfect. So perfect placement.
Wait, if you're doing that, then wait, hold on. I don't have that sounder. I was gonna play the Street Fighter Perfect. I'll have to get that sounder.
You lose.
But that's not good enough.
That's not.
I can't. By the way, I can't play the NWO theme because that I got flagged for.
Yeah. I know that all too well. Actually, I have an altered one that you'll be okay with. I'll send it to you.
Yes, please. Please. It was awesome. We did the whole Scott Hall walk-in intro. I was having fun. That was going to look goofy on the side because there's going to be no music to it. So I'm just walking like a drunken idiot on stream. Marine 50, thank you so much, man, for supporting the channel. Still 85%. So I'm a little sorry for coughing. I'm a little sick still. But I really do appreciate, man, supporting the channel. All of this goes to driving that pinball experience. And you talk about driving the car. Weissel has been just insanity tonight. So let's do this for him. Weissel, thank you so much, man. He just gave us $5. Said, hey, here's a super sticker for you. So thank you so much, man. Keep it up. Absolutely love it. I'm gonna heart all these because I didn't do that. I'm checking because what is it? StreamYard doesn't show like everything to the puzzle here, so I got to go on YouTube and see like, okay, what does it say? It says keep it up. Let's go, man. Thank you so much, man, for supporting the channel. Awesome support tonight. This is why I love the community. I love them because they're just here. They're getting hyped in the chat. They're engaging. Again, we do this because of those guys. At the end of the day,
100%. Yeah, absolutely.
Let me see.
Otherwise, it's just us here talking to ourselves, and that's no fun.
Yeah, and I could just FaceTime you for that.
Exactly.
I don't have to get on a stream and have all this expensive equipment here.
Exactly.
Let's. Oh, okay, I got it. Okay, so I'm gonna have to resend this, guys. Heads up, I'm gonna resend this in my email, and so we can bring it on screen so we can show everybody.
And this is the Star Wars trilogy, right?
Yes, this is the mock-up mod that is just gonna be banana sandwich. So hold on, like they said in Jurassic Park, hold on your butts. Do you remember that line? when they went to go turn the power back on.
Yeah.
Oh man, that'd be scary. Okay, let me see. I got 1,000 tabs open here. Let's why does that's the one thing on my computer. For some reason it took off my Gmail as like a favorites tab.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I gotta go through. Okay, we're almost there, guys. Don't worry.
That's right. I was playing with my email for a little while there when you sprung the pictures on me.
Yeah, I was like, hey, show this stuff. Let's go, dude. And guys, thank you again. I cannot say this enough. Thank you for everybody that's here supporting the channel through super chats. I mean, it literally helps fund the channel. I cannot say this enough, guys. Let me share my screen here. Boom. Are you excited? Because there it is, buddy. Read them and weep. So
man, that takes me back.
Yeah, dude.
That's probably one of the best. And that's 1998, I think, which that's one of the best arcade games right there.
Yes. That's
incredible.
When I play this, now I'm excited about pinball, but I think I'm going to drop my pants when I play this. Like, honestly, like live on stream. Like, I don't even care. Like, guys, Chase, have you ever played the Star Wars Battle Pod?
Yeah.
That thing is just, I can't use words to describe it. And
that one's good. And the pod racer one too in the arcade. I like all the versions of that because you have that for PS2. You also have it for the older like Dreamcast, PlayStation, and 64. But yeah, I mean, all those Star Wars games for arcade were just insane
because the graphics were just so phenomenal.
Yeah.
And George Lucas involved. The sound, yeah. And guys, this is almost 30 years later, and this shit still holds up. This stuff
graphics for that, and that's Sega, I believe, right? Sega for this one. Sega with the arcade stuff in the 90s, even like Virtua Tennis was light years ahead of anything else, for that year, in the arcade. So this is no different. I mean, Sega was just killing it, and to see that they just basically, went away pretty soon after that is insane. Even the Dreamcast, I mean, it's such a good console, and they never came back after it.
Yeah, that's
for home consoles, anyways. Yeah,
I mean that's your wheelhouse right there. That's your wheelhouse, man.
It is.
You can do the history of Sega, and like you can do the history of
this
every
game. I figured out how to get it, running on RetroPie, which wasn't the best experience, but yeah, that was like top of the line RetroPie experience right there to be able to even remotely play that game. But love Star Wars Trilogy arcade.
So I mean, dude, can you imagine owning this thing in your house? Like Ezekiel,
I'll be bidding on that one.
Yeah, honestly,
sure. Because I'll be honest, I have room over here if I adjust some things where I could accommodate one more. And like we said before, I do have another whole side of the room here when I do get organized and clean up. That I mean, I could accommodate something else as well, but I'm trying to be responsible,
Well, sometimes you can't be.
I make that exception quite often. Yeah. That's my problem.
That's the problem. Yeah.
Yeah. Just this one time, and then it's like
and then it's this one time 100,000 times.
Exactly.
And your wife's looking at you like, "All right, Chase."
Yeah, that's right. She's got me beat with how many Amazon packages come to the house, especially now because she can say that it's all for back to school shopping and all that stuff.
Oh, yeah. So we have that problem everywhere. Our neighbors do it too. I always get a notification from the doorbell. Oh, let's go. Hey, Ezekiel's still here, dude. Ezekiel, help us out here with any questions that we got. So we're gonna have a lot of companies, their hands are in the pot here. Joe Sabos. We got it. There's a company, I think it's Disability, but I could be wrong. There's gonna be a company that's going to make this marquee because that is all 3D.
Yeah.
That is something that's going to be like handcrafted, 3D printed kind of stuff. real. Actually, we're using real wood. We're not using MDF. It's going to be, I would assume, realty molding, but I kind of almost want to lean towards trim tape to match the arcade cabinets. But if Ezekiel wants to do realty molding, he is the man. So I'm never going to get in his way. We should see Ezekiel too. I'm going to get, so there's a coin door there, and that's obviously just like a mock-up. We're going to order a arcade 1-up deluxe light up coin door, and you can get that for like $30 from Arcade 1-up. So that's one thing, because I want this to be branded in like the arcade that it looks like. So we'll do something like that. I'm sure we'll do something cool. And obviously this will be banana sandwich. Ezekiel, do we figure out a screen size? Are we going 17 inches of the thing? Are you doing a wide screen? Are we doing 19-inch on this thing? That's something that I would like to know in the chat if you're still here and still up. Light up buttons for this. I mean, you can kind of see they light up. That would be cool, because there's like a couple buttons on there that you go and select. But all in all, man, this is going to be insane. It's going to be a cool build, and it's something that like I always wanted in my arcade. Okay, so 17-inch to match. Thank you, Ezekiel, for clarifying that. So we're going to get a lot of like we want it to be. Now, height. Did we come up with a height yet? Is this going to be almost like I think it should be like Tron, which is kind of like Terminator. It's going to be like kind of that height. That would be that'd be room. Yeah, Visel makes up a good point. So there is some cool. Wish I had room. I'm waiting on the Bicep Super Sprint mod and the Nova Blast. Oh wait, hold on, Chase. Hold on, Chase. Hold on, buddy.
I was saying I was going to support this. I was going to bid on it, but yeah, I mean that's my game right there. So I could be easily swayed. I'm sure.
This man is like a genie. You just rub the lamp.
And Ezekiel is the one that created the Gauntlet Legends.
Yes,
creation, right?
That's his logo right here. The Ezekiel branded stamp.
Yeah, so I was. Yeah, Danny had sent me that a couple months ago, and I was like, close to pulling the trigger on that one, to be honest. Yeah, that was what I was supposed to do with this Indiana Jones one. I wanted to make that into Gauntlet Legends originally, because this was originally an NFL Blitz. Is that Legacy?
Legends.
Legends.
Yeah, Legacy.
Yeah. So I was going to make that into Gauntlet Legends, and then couldn't find anybody that could, make the graphic right for the control deck. And I was just like, you know what, I like Indiana Jones too. But yeah, I kind of wish that I did Gauntlet Legends on there, because now I still have that itch, to get a Gauntlet Legends sort of set up.
You just got to clean up the house a little bit, and you're there, man. And I know all of the companies love me because I support them.
That's right.
I can get this done for you 110%. You talk about graphics, that's no problem. Greg over at 99 Lives, he's already got you covered. Like, we can figure that out for sure. So we can make any dream come true. Look at Visel said. He said Gauntlet Legends. This man.
Game. That's my game.
God. Hey, Visel, Mrs. Cornercade loves Gauntlet Legends. That's the first game she plays when she goes in the arcade. I always laugh at her all the time, but I'm like, all the games.
The best. It's the best. You know how many people have told me? I think they do it just to piss me off. Have told me that the game sucks lately, though. I think it's just because they know that it's my favorite game. But man, that game is so awesome. I love it. And Dark Legacy is cool too. Seven Sorrows, and now that you got your mini PC, you got access to all that stuff. Just got to get your controllers.
I got to get the controllers. Once the controllers, the problem with the controllers, and it's like they're like $60 a piece. I'm like, shit. I'm looking at 120. I'm like,
they should be.
I got a mozzarella mousse pie. I gotta wait a little bit.
Well, once I review this, I'll send it to you. Then you're all set.
Oh wait, hold on. Wait, we need like a breaking news sounder. I
got to review this. I just got the intro today for it. Actually, what's going to be strange with this one is I had like a full beard when I filmed the intro to this, and then shaved today, and I was like, oh shit, I didn't finish that video, so I'm going to be like beard in the beginning, and then when I do like the actual review portion, I'm gonna be like clean shaven. So
that is so
like, people are gonna be like, wait, what? How long did it take this guy to review
this?
That
is so funny.
Things that you don't think about.
6 months.
Yeah, seriously.
That's why you don't shave, man. You got to grow it out.
I never do. I always have like close trim or whatever. But
hey, you do the 5 o'clock shadow. Did your wife prefer beard or no beard?
I mean, she complains either way. So it's when you after you shave, you're I think you're worse almost. But I don't know. She complain either way.
Just to let the chat know, if my wife has clearly stated if I were to let go of the beard, the divorce papers are on the table.
Really?
So the grades have got to stay, guys. The
I
grades
like it somewhere in the middle. So, but I don't know.
She wants me to keep growing like I'm Braun Strowman or something. I'm like, honey, I can't think it's like you need beard oil. It's a whole nother face.
Yeah,
you have a whole nother hairdo.
I do like 10 days and then I'm like, all right, get the one out and keep it tight. But
that's so funny. Yeah. Keep it tight, keep it right. I'm a 3-guard myself. So, but yeah, we got a lot of. So the cool thing, long and short, we got totally distracted, which is awesome. I love getting distracted.
Always, we're always all over the place.
That's what it's about, man. That's all natural. But the winner, so whoever gets this cabinet, is obviously going to be one lucky SOB. But then we're going to take that money and we're going to buy, since we're getting a pinball, we want to buy a pinball for like a teen advocate center, a YMCA, whatever the case may be, right?
Awesome.
We're giving back to charity, baby. And guess what? I'm going to take it even further. I'm going to try to get Ezekiel on scene for this, by the way. But we'll see what happens. I'm going to take the Cornercade and we're going to be there live to deliver it. I was like, hey, we have a YouTube channel. We're giving you this $1,000 plus pinball. Let's record some gameplay of the kids playing and having fun. And so that's awesome, the plan. And we're going to have the community pick on what, I mean, there's literally like a YMCA, like walking distance from my house. That would be kind of cool to like do it there because it's really easy with equipment and all. But I'm going to let the community pick on where this is going. So the community has some say too.
That. That's awesome.
And we're going to go live and have some fun, maybe kick it and play some pinball. But yeah, that's what you get. What you get for calling out the Cornercade. Because now we're coming in hot. Like you know,
let me know when you're doing everything. I'll help you. I'll help you. Hype it up and all that. Whatever I can
100%,
do.
100%, man.
Yeah,
I
man.
really appreciate all the support coming from the retro gaming guy for sure. You and your channel have gone a long way. There's a lot of cool people that have crossed streams. Like you don't cross the streams like in Ghostbusters, man. But they cross the streams and now they're here, which is great. Absolutely love it.
Yep.
So yeah, I don't chats. What do you have to say? What is this? I do a beard in the fall and winter and goatee in the spring and summer. I guess that makes sense.
It does.
You kind of keep it warm and keep it cool. Okay, so Vital said, who is charity and why is that Biatch taking your pinball money? No. So it's a separate thing. That's a separate pot. We're getting a pinball. We're giving the pinball to the community because we want to spread the love at the end of the day. But that'll be a fun, cool show. I mean, what stream, like, in the home arcade community, like, who's doing that? That's something that's like next level, man.
I say that all the time with like, we do giveaways all the time. And it's like all these bigger YouTubers that are making a fortune. It's like nobody does giveaways. It's insane to me. So yeah, you gotta do good.
Hold that thought. Stay right here. Entertain the chat while you can't. Hold that thought. We're talking about giveaways. Hold that thought.
All right. Who is charity? All right, give me some new comments here that I can read while he's away. And actually, I think I'm a little bit behind on here. So I have another monitor over here that shows me like the YouTube one. And it's funny, that one goes first, and then the one in the virtual studio over here goes second.
All right, community.
All right, what you got for us?
You want to give some shit away? Let's give shit away. You talk about retro gaming guy. Oh, let's go. I got 2 of these guys.
Nice.
And Chase, you're going to know a lot more than I am about these things. So I know they're all the same. They're one and the same. I had a company send this out to me. I told them, I'm not doing a review, but I'll do a giveaway on them. They said, that works for us. So this is what they are. You've seen these before.
Oh, yeah. The Hyperbase. Yep.
Yeah, this is called a tape deck. And I think this is NSYNC. They have 10 songs from NSYNC on it. And the other one's Backstreet Boys. But you put this in a tape recorder. Oh, that's funny. So I don't know how many games are in this thing. I would assume it's like 6,000, 10,000. But guys, we're gonna give away 2 of these live.
Yeah, those things are loaded. I reviewed those a while ago. I forget which ones because there's so many different versions of it. But I mean, they're loaded with games.
Yeah, and I never got these things to really work. I mean, here's the system requirements. If you want to take a screen, you can't really see that, but it's going to be like, your operating system. I mean,
they're either Retrobat or they're Batocera. So Batocera, you could boot straight into it. Retrobat, you'd have to download some drivers to your PC, but it's pretty straightforward, honestly.
Yeah, and you got the SATA cable. Everything's included to this. Well,
you got a mini PC. You could be reviewing those, just saying.
Yeah, I can't get them to go on my computer because you gotta trick your computer. When I started talking to like companies like Ken Hank, actually they reached out to me, right? And I was like, okay, this is cool. I was like, I wanted something that'll plug and play to the TV, like the mini PC, and I could have fun, review it, do my thing, and then you'll give it away or whatever if I didn't want it, right? But they gave me like these things, and you have to like reboot your computer and figure things out.
Yeah.
And like trick your computer operating system when you first, and there's all instructions online on how to do it, but it is too complicated for me. Now
Well, I
this
can help you
says,
with that. I know how to do that stuff.
yeah, you are the retro gaming guy. I mean,
Yeah,
all the
let's go.
people. All the people that do it, and then on top of that, I didn't have the control, and I'm like, "What am I doing here?" And
Well,
I'm
we're
just
gonna take
like,
care of that too. So I mean,
"Yeah, see, that's the other thing." Well,
not to persuade you to not do a giveaway, but I would say do a review on those.
okay, maybe we'll
Just
give one
so
away. Let's give one
let
away
me
tonight.
let me give you some advice for YouTube. My last Kin Hank review, I think, is like 55,000 views. So do a review. Just do it.
It's so funny how people just gobble that up. They absolutely love it.
Dude,
It's insane.
So Joe just did one because I was away last week. He did one on the SP, the Anbernic SP handheld. I think it's the 35XX SP, if I'm not mistaken. They have their numbers and letters are always like 2 digits off, so something like that. And there was a comment that said, I was like, do like a 10-minute video, Joe. Don't make it like forever long because people they get bored easy. There were like 2 comments that were like, I wish this was 30 or 40 minutes long. I'm like, really? Like we're like trained, as content creators to think that like people are going to get sick of you after, a short period of time. So keep it quick or whatever. But people really like long content like that. They want to take the ride with you through a system, whatever.
With that stuff, yeah, they want to see
Yeah.
like all the games, and for the most part, that's mostly the same stuff that's kind
Yeah.
of like on these things. But yeah, they just consumers eat it up.
Yeah,
It's the
I think
same.
they want to experience it secondhand with you. So like if
Yeah.
you give them a short version, they feel gypped.
Yeah,
But
100%.
it's funny to like, especially with like the buff content. It's like you don't want to overstay your welcome. You rather have them wanting more than cutting out 5 minutes early. So it's like you have to find that sweet spot, I think, in a lot of ways.
Yeah, that happens with like the short form content and then like long form content, and then just
Right.
doing like a video, even doing a live stream, compared to a pre-recorded video. So if we're gonna give one away, we'll do one. We'll hang on to one, and we'll see what we can do with it. And if I can't figure it out, we'll give that other one away. So we got one given away tonight. Chase, I'm gonna let you come up with the question because you are the man of the hour. So
Okay.
what kind of
So
question
it's
do you
the
want to come up with?
trivia question?
It's a trivia question. Yes.
All right.
And P-Dubs Arcade Loft is here. He said 2 hours beast mode. Hey, we were having fun. The time flies when you're having fun at the end of the day. And we're doing a giveaway.
Put me on the spot with a question here. Okay.
Yeah, so I'm sorry. Maybe
all right,
chat,
give me some guidelines here. Like what are we keeping it to? Arcade? Are we doing
you do whatever you
wrestling?
want. Arcade wrestling, you can do whatever. You could do retro pie guy, because that's what this is a retro pie guy.
No, it's not
you
a
do
retro
whatever you
pie.
want.
You
do whatever your little heart desires get.
All right,
take your time. It's okay.
Yeah, give me a minute. Let me think of something good that we can do. A trivia question for everybody. How many people we got in here right now? 56? Is that accurate?
We got 56, and then look at P-Dubs is respecting the WrestleMania mod, dude.
Thank you so much. Yeah,
dude, he's got all the wrestling games.
I've got right now WCW NWO Revenge on there, just because I like the loop of like the the demo reel or whatever, the intro video.
Perfect.
There you go.
P-Dubs, I got soundboard now, buddy. So this is what's up,
ladies and gentlemen. Let's get ready to rumble.
Dude, I could go all day. Like I'm not even kidding you. I could literally go all day. Much like Weissel, who has gone all night with this. My son, Weissel, thank you so much, man. Again, gifting more Corner K Crew memberships out. Weissel, you're a mensch. That's all I have to say. You already know it.
What do you do with your memberships, by the way? Like, what do you offer with memberships?
So great question. Here, let's actually pull it up and let's take a look. So I do easy stuff because I'm a dad and I have a lot going on in my life.
That's why I struggle with too. It's like figuring out what would be a cool thing to offer too.
Now, what you could do is like that video that I dropped for the Time Crisis sale. I could give that to. There's a setting that you can say like, member exclusive for the first hour, and then it drops to the public. I could do something like that. That may be something that I want to do in the future. But let me stop sharing this. Let me bring up this, and let's see. So this is what I do, guys. So when you're a Corner K Crew member, you get exclusive behind the scenes pictures. So just say like members only. And I said, let's go. It's Arcade1Up pub table time. So you got to see me right away checking out the pub table. There's also stuff here. Like this is all exclusive stuff, guys. So I'm giving you a little dabble, a little tidbit. With some pre-stream fun with my daughter playing Street Fighter against Mrs. Cornercade. And yes, my daughter did win. She's 4 years old. So that was awesome. Everything is members only. So this is when I, again, saw the Costco thing. Again, mod complete. So we just got some, this is stuff that I didn't release. This was just, hey, our mod is complete. I lit up coin doors, Star Wars. We put the coin door on there and we lit it up. So this is stuff that I just do behind the scenes stuff. Here's my son playing Fast and Furious. So like this is stuff that, if you're connected to the channel and you obviously want to be a member, this is an update that I did during the day. I just put some hat buttons in I had extra hat buttons that they accidentally sent me.
Stuff going on. That's awesome.
Yep. 100%. So showed that.
And speaking of memberships, you got something to do over there.
Let's hit it. Well, let's hit a different
Jason
one.
Hanging.
We don't want to do that. Let's do this one. Holy cow, Jason, you're blowing me away, kid. That's definitely this.
Combo breaker. Perfect.
Very nice.
Awesome, dude. Jason, wow.
Let's go.
Thank you so much, man, for
awesome.
supporting the channel. Absolutely fantastic. Absolutely love it, man. Yes, Jason is coming through. You guys you blow me away each and every time we go live. We never know what's going to happen. And it's
awesome.
It's heartwarming.
Yeah, the engagement's through the roof on both sides too. I mean, it's the audience and it's also you. It's awesome to see. And I'm always taking notes too. I tell you this all the time, but publicly I will admit to this. I come on here and I'm always like, damn, he's doing this really well. I got to incorporate this into what I do.
He only comes on here to steal the stuff we're doing and put it on his show.
I don't have to be in this seat for it though. I can be watching anywhere. I'm always watching your stuff. I also love that you're on late for me because I'm on the East Coast too. So like 11 o'clock rolls around. It's like YouTube for me kind of drops off. And I'm like, oh, Danny's live. Check Danny out.
And that is a cool thing. A lot of people catch the replay, which is respectable. Yeah. Understand that. But with my kids, I'm a dad. So, family man, dad, husband. I got to take care of the stuff at home, guys. So I got to clean the house, help make dinner, getting the kids to bed. You saw it. I had to give my kid a kiss mid show kind of thing. Like that's why we go live. The kids are all asleep, nice and quiet. Everybody's calmed down. We go lights, camera, action. I want my kids get a little bit older. Maybe they're on the show, or maybe they, we start at 7. We can start at a different time. But for right now, we're the caboose show. We're the late night show.
It's so good, I think a lot of people have that same sort of schedule too.
Yeah, and there's so you get a lot of cool content like this. So it's just an extra dab. I mean, it's 99 cents, guys. Yeah. 99 cents to join. I can't even get a soda out of any machine. I mean, Chase, a soda out of our work vending machine is $1.75. Insane.
Wow. So I was just in Vegas, and where I was staying, we're downtown. So, and I literally, the car dropped me off downtown at the hotel. I didn't leave that hotel until I took my flight home. I was in the same place the whole time because we're filming and then when I'm not filming, I'm editing and stuff. But, there was one place to like get a soda, late at night, and it was a Subway. $4.50 I paid for a Diet Pepsi. It's crazy.
Lord, man.
It's crazy. Yeah. So the next day I made friends. Yeah. I made friends with the lady at the bar and she gave me like this big thing of Diet Pepsi there. So I was like $4.50 for like a little Diet Pepsi, like not even like a 1 or 2 liter. Like, yeah, it's crazy.
That's a hard pill to swallow, kid. Like that's, I don't know if I could do that. Can you imagine a family of 5? Like we're in deep $25 for just soda.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, you get a lot of cool things behind the scenes. I think for 99 cents is worth it. And hey, Chase, I just uploaded this, so we just found this guy. There you go. Now we got the Street Fighter perfect that we were looking for earlier.
There you go. Let's put you're building. All right, so I got the question, the trivia question, and it's going to go back to the beginning of this. So it'll work well for whoever was with us from the start. I don't know, maybe like 25, 30 minutes in, we talked about this. How much, and we were talking about WrestleMania Cab here, the game I got on there. How much did each wrestler make in WCW NWO Revenge? And if you don't know, shameless plug, you got to watch my last video with Marcus Buff, or no, second to last video with Marcus Buff Bagwell.
And you can even rewind this stream. So you got two
you could
opportunities.
Rewind this. Yep.
You got two opportunities. Send it on the show.
All right, there's your winner.
It is. Anti came in hot. It didn't even take more than a half a heartbeat, and he is here live and in the building. Let's go, guys. He wrote
it all the way out too. So credit to him. That's awesome.
Yeah, you were just short, man. That the responses were so damn quick. So Anti,
that was fast.
You are the winner. Ding, 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 ding. Of this little guy right here. Send me your information as always to this guy right here, loud and proud, and we will get that shipped out to you ASAP.
Excellent. And you got a short email, not like mine. Mine wouldn't even fit on the screen.
Oh, you're so funny, dude. What was your email? It was like support@.com/NWO.
It's so long that now, like, when you send it on the iPhone, it puts a dash in there. So then people are like, "Oh, there's a dash in there," and then they type it out, and the email doesn't get to me. So now I have to tell everybody, like, take the dash out, though. The iPhone just puts it in there because it's so stupid long.
You got to do like Morse code to get through your email, like send up smoke signals, shine the bat signal.
pretty much. Which, dude, hey, if it reduces the amount of emails that I get, I'm happy with it. I need like a whole team at this point to respond to people. It's so bad.
Hey,
I hate it.
I don't need a whole team to respond to this guy. Let's go.
No. Love it. That is
Brett
awesome.
Burner coming in hot with a 10. Did you like that transition?
Perfect.
Wait. You should have told me if you like that transition, I could have done that.
Perfect.
I never got a super chat until you came on as a guest too. Like we never did.
Out of here.
No, never. And then you came on and it was like we were hitting that button over and over and over again.
That is so funny, dude. That's crazy. That's crazy to me.
Well,
that's crazy.
Yeah, like I'm telling you, you are who I look to for what I need to be doing live because you engage with everybody perfectly. You make it fun for everybody, and everything just lights up on here. So I'm looking at your little starred section over here on our virtual studio side, and it's like you got to scroll down. There's so many super chats or memberships and stuff like that. It's crazy, man.
We love you. We love you. That's what the support is. And listen, speaking of love is in the air because Mrs. Cornercade is here. And what did you bring? Come on over. Don't be scared. She opened the door, comes in. She's fully loaded and stocked. Okay, so let's chat. Look what we got here. Girl, shake that Laffy Taffy. We got banana Laffy Taffy.
Best flavor, in my opinion.
No, okay, so Chase, you can't hear it. You want an AirPod to hear him? Okay, he says best flavor, in my opinion. Get the hell out of here.
Finally.
No, that's why they make these things because nobody wants them.
My wife says the same thing. She hates the banana too. That's my favorite one.
No, she loves the banana.
Yeah, that's my favorite one.
Yeah, that's so funny. Well, thank you, Mrs. Cornercade, for not only joining us in the chat, but then virtually you just came in here like. God, I love my wife. She was trying to figure out how to gift memberships, but it wasn't working, so she bought her own. God, I love you. Do you know I can show you how to do it?
Well, Google appreciates that. They're the only one making money in that deal.
Yeah, she says Google appreciates that. So, Brett Burner, thank you so much for the support. Guys, I just want to preference this. This was carved out to be an hour show, but because this chat is electrifying and absolutely insane.
Combo breaker!
And just off the walls nuts that you guys have just doubled this show up. And on top of that, guys, you brought Mrs. Cornercade in here, which is like the creme de la creme. And what are you watching the show? Or okay, no, she's texting her friend, but she has set up camp down below here. So Auntie, give us your information because we got this one coming to you hot. So thank you so much, man, for the quick response and the quick answer. Chase. Just the kind words that come from this man is just unbelievable. I really appreciate it, man. Like I'm just a guy getting on. I don't know what's going on. I'm just here. We're having fun. We're hanging out. We're chilling. We're chatting.
Absolutely.
And knows. This is Cornercade with the epic snaps. Wait, now Weisel is a veteran at giving away memberships. Maybe he can teach you show you how to do it, kind of thing. Because he said, wait, YouTube doesn't see any benefit from the memberships. Well, it's Google AdSense.
Yeah. So no, it's all they pick your pocket with everything. Not to talk smack or anything. We're on their platform, but no.
Well, 30%. We've been transparent with that. The chat.
Yeah, they take Yeah, it's like 30% with the memberships and super chats and stuff like that, 50% with ad revenue. So yeah, I mean, when they say you're a YouTube partner, when you get a YouTube channel, you're a 50-50 partner.
You know what's funny? So Chad,
Yeah.
I'll give you a little behind the scenes here. I don't know if I disclose. I probably said this at one point, but you know, they YouTube gave me an email and said, "Hey, like we appreciate you being a partner with us. Here's a Domino's gift card." It was like $15 to grab a pizza. I'm like, "Shit, that's awesome. I was gonna eat lunch today, so that's awesome." And they gave you like this YouTube light, like this LED light up light, but that got nabbed up quick. It was kind of nice of them to do, but you have to imagine how much money. I mean, now Chase, you're like bankrolling them, but how much money does a small channel like us, you know, it could be thousands at this point that we've kind of not for lost, but we have because we're a partner of them. They take their cut too. Off
Whatever
the top.
you make, they make. So
yeah. So and that's how it works. Vice versa. You know, if your videos are doing well, the algorithm is to promote that to help them too. It's a partnership because more views equals more money kind of thing. But it's just interesting. It's like, damn, I could have had 2 pinballs by now. If you think about it, you know, it's probably more than that.
I tell people all the time, like you can try to build a skyscraper on here, but the land is theirs, you know? So like Mr. Beast, what's he make? He makes like 50 something $million a year off of YouTube alone.
Yeah, my good friend, actually. Should I have him on the show, guys? I never even thought about it. No. You know, it's funny.
That would be a good one to have. That would be a good.
All in all, and I've had like my buddy at work. He's like, "Why don't you get RGT85 on?" And I'm like, "I would love to, but like he's so big that I don't even know how to contact the guy, you know." And I was blessed that I just threw a random message at Chase, and he saw it. He's like, "Yeah, sure, I'll come on," kind of thing. But yeah, I mean, if you think about it, if Mr. Beast actually got to know me, depending on how he is as a person, I guarantee you he'd come on the show. Like, why wouldn't he? Like, we're having fun here. What YouTuber would be like, yeah, it's a hard pass. I don't want to have fun on YouTube. Well, there are people out there.
I don't know. There are people like that. No, I think you got to ask anybody, and I don't know. You get lucky sometimes, but it's funny how guarded people are. Like I'm willing to embrace anybody. That being said, like I told you this, I don't get asked to be on many things. So when I do, like if I can make it work with my schedule, I'm totally down. But yeah, people like to stay in their lane. They don't like to work with other people. It's weird. I don't get it. It's not my thing.
I am like the streams should all cross. Like we should all work as one. We can move mountains together. Like there's no the stay in your lane thing is baloney. I get it, but it's baloney sausage, you know. And Vice, you're right. Mike B, I have reached out to him like, hey, can I get a RGT85 on? Like send him a message, try to get him on, but to no avail. We don't have anything yet.
I've never connected with him, but I think he lives in my state, or if he doesn't, he's like right over the New York line. So I know he's a Buff Bagwell fan, but that's about all I know. So
I think it would be really cool. I'm just throwing this out there. I don't know what the contract negotiations and all that jazz, but I think you should let one of the wrestlers know that, hey, look, there's a guy that I do a show with occasionally, and this guy is if you want to get a 6-pack, you want to get some laughs, get on with this guy. He loves wrestling. I think you got to shoot your shot. I mean, how cool would it be? I mean, RVD, like we could talk so much about Sabu ECW days, like. Yeah. That's some cool stuff. When is the last? When are you?
RVD might be gettable. You might be able to get RVD. Yeah.
I'm just Danny from the corner.
I just saw him in Vegas
to talk
too.
To these people, it would be cool. Yeah, it'd be cool.
Yeah.
Like it's a Marine 50. It was funny, you know. We kind of made a joke here, but it's I would always ask, "Can I be on your show? Can I be on your show? Can I be on your show?" And then like, a lot of people in the chat would be like, "Who's this goofball asking to be on a show?" Like a lot of times they get annoyed because who does that, right? Because we talk about the staying in your lane thing. But then once I started getting on shows, people were like, okay, this guy is, you know, for lack of a better word, this is rookie of the year right here. And I'm not trying to like put just facts, guys. It's facts. Like I've only been doing this for a year, and you can see the channel growth. So people started to see like, hey, this guy is like got some talent. Like he can actually host a show. I'm like, I told you guys, you just got to get me on. And it's like I'm one of the billion that have like actually like done content just coming out that people actually wanted to be on my show now. And it's funny that you get that turnaround, and it's like, oh, okay, yeah, come on board. Like we're one team, one dream, man. Yeah. Visel said sometimes Evil Genius game guys in your chat. Next time have him on. So Visel, I always want to have Evil Genius Entertainment on. He just has bad internet. So much like RGT85, where he looks like Mr. Potato Head, he's gonna try to get that internet from space. What is that called? That Elon Musk internet? Starlink. He's gonna try to get that, and then he'll be kind of fixed. So once he's up and running, he said he would love to come on, and we got a lot of support here for you, Chase. So
appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Yeah, definitely, guys. Head over there. Check
Julio's
out
the man. I appreciate him.
Yeah, my moderators are top notch, guys. Top notch.
Jason too.
They're always there.
Appreciate you guys.
Yep, 100%, man. And I appreciate everybody for coming out today. I mean, we could go all day. You know, we really could.
Absolutely.
There's some stuff that I have to help Chase out here off camera, and then Chase has got to help me set up an Amazon store because I got to get some affiliate links going so I can say check out this affiliate link. So that'll be cool too. Death Trooper had a question here. Why not use wired over Starlink? I think that's the plan for him. I think that's because is he in a game shack and it's just like in the middle of nowhere. So I think it's like Michigan or something. I'm not trying to dox the guy, but it's just every time he gets on, it breaks up and it's not a very good experience. So he wants to figure that out. And let's see. Saturn is a cool interview I just saw on WS. Do you know anything about that? Perry Saturn, are we talking about?
Perry Saturn, yeah. WSI is what's his name? He wrote the Rocks book. He wrote a Owen Hart book. But yeah, WSI is great. And I did see him with Saturn. I think they were at a convention or something, and they filmed afterwards. Yeah, Saturn's a cool guy. He had some issues not too long ago, but he seems to be on the other side of it. So it's cool.
Chase, I want you to I want you to put as a fan perspective, wouldn't it be cool if you climbed up the chain because you're getting with all these stuff? If we had the Brahma Bull People's Champ on, can you imagine The Rock and me smack talking? Like I could ask him a question, and then all of a sudden I'm like, Rock, what are your feelings about this? He would get a kick out of that. Oh, we get that like The Undertaker. Oh my God, there's so many possibilities. One guy, that like skinny white dude that interviews all the wrestlers. I forgot what's that channel.
Skinny white dude.
He's got like a clean cut beard. He just did something with Bill Goldberg. He literally does. It's like
Chris Van Fleet.
Yes, Chris Van Fleet. Right away. It was skinny white kid, right? Like, and dude, can you imagine? Like that's you. You're the next Chris Van Fleet.
I don't know about that. I'm trying to stick with Mark and just do our thing there, but. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Cause he's Buff Daddy. Buff Daddy. All right, guys. I appreciate everyone coming out tonight. I mean, this show exceeded expectations. Chat, you were loud and proud, and I love each and every one of you guys for coming out and supporting the Cornercade tonight. And Chase, obviously, always welcome. The door is it's like one of those revolving doors that you go in the store. Like you could always come back, come in, come out, do your thing.
We'll make it happen for sure.
For sure, guys. I appreciate everyone coming out again. Chase, do you have any last comments? Do you have any last plugs? Do you want to talk about anything?
Sure. Jump over to my channel if you haven't already, Retro Gaming Guy here on YouTube. You'll find it pretty easily, or Marcus Buff Bagwell on YouTube. And I guess we'll shout out Ted DiBiase and Jake the Snake and all that too, if you want to check out everything. But thank you guys so much for your time, and I will see you guys. I'll actually be live on Tuesday with Joe here. But yeah, I'll be back on the Cornercade soon as well. So
yes,
thank you guys.
Anytime, dude. You know what you should do when we do one of our live unboxings? You could host it. Have you ever thought of that?
I'm good. So whatever you want to do.
We build like you go and talk to the chat and keep up with it, and we just do it. It's so hard.
Works for me.
With the chat while you're building an arcade.
Yeah. I thought about doing that when I was setting up the T2 over here, and then I was like, you know what? That's probably not going to go so well because there's a lot of F-bombs shared with me and A1 up when we're setting stuff up. So
well, it's great when me and my wife are building. There's some of that too, but that's okay.
It's a natural part of the process, so I can.
It's included. It comes free. It's included now. Jason, you said now. Jason says the road to 200,000. Are we talking about for the Cornercade? Or are we talking about for retro gaming? Dude, can you imagine? I'd be stoked if I had 10,000 subscribers.
You'll get there.
Like, whoa, that's pretty
insane. A year, you're doing great, man. That first year is the tough one, and then I always tell everybody year 3 is where it all like comes together. So just stick with it, and it'll all work out.
Everybody in the chat, like tell your friend, have your mom, dad subscribe, brother, sister, get the whole family involved, guys. Let's get us there. Like, how cool would that be? To just have people be aware. I mean, like I said, there are channels that I don't even know existed. There's channels that definitely don't know I exist or we exist as Mrs. Cornercade and I. If you ever watch the unboxings, pretty much Mrs. Cornercade builds it. And watching the kids, I just watch the chat. Like I don't even do that, I guess. So, but guys, I appreciate each and every one of you guys coming out tonight. We're gonna hit the outro here. Is there any last sound? I want to play one more sound. This is my
combo breaker.
It's just Killer Instinct. I can't get enough. I'll have to add a ton more at the end of the day. But guys, you already know the drill.
Go!
And we are out, guys. Give this video a like on your
guys.
way out. This is Retro Gaming Guy and Danny from the Cornercade, and we will see you guys in the next one. Peace.